Well, when you hear that music, you know it's that time. Lee Michaels is on the air with Carol and the cast of characters. Welcome to the show today. It is Tuesday, my favorite day of the week. Why? I don't know. I just like Tuesday.
It's Taco Tuesday.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
See, the subliminal effect, I wasn't thinking, but you're probably right. How you doing, Carol?
I'm good.
We missed you yesterday.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, you were playing hooky. You stayed away from school.
No, I had to work.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's cool. Well, welcome back. We missed you, and people were asking about you. The FBI came by. They were looking for you. She pays me no mind. See, I say stuff, and she just goes one ear and right out the other. See?
No, it's getting worse with that girl.
What girl?
That one in my house.
Oh, you know what? I'm not even hearing it no more. I don't even want to hear it.
Look at Rain.
See?
Look at Rain.
Right, Rain? Put her out.
You can't. When you sign a contract, you just can't.
Yeah, you can.
No,
you
can't.
call the people up and you tell this girl
Well, I am
is
going to call
a
them.
Looney Tune.
He doesn't quite
She's gotta
understand.
go.
It's
know.
like he lives in a house. Let's say all of a
It
sudden,
ain't got nothing to do with it.
Josefa don't want him
No,
there.
no,
She can't
no,
just make
no,
him leave.
No, listen. No. One thing
Yeah.
has nothing to do with the other. You got a mental case in your house.
It doesn't matter.
She's nuts.
I've
You can't live under that.
No, did you hear? Well, Lee heard her screaming the other night.
Yeah, you can't do that. Come on, how do you live like that?
It's like I told her this morning. I went in the bathroom and I said,
Oh, Lord.
"It's there." I knocked on her door. I said, "You didn't flush again."
Oh.
Yeah, I think something's wrong with your toilet. I said, "There ain't nothing wrong with this toilet."
Oh, God. No, see, folks, I don't know. That I'm speechless. You can't have somebody that disruptive in your world. You can't. I mean, it just knocks out all the energy, takes everything out of you. I mean, it dominates your life. How do you allow that to happen?
Yeah, and I mean, she doesn't even speak now. She just walks by you. I don't know. Nobody wants to live in a house with people that aren't friendly to each other's.
Well, why? Right.
I'm going to talk to them. I left them a message, but they're closed after Thanksgiving because I can't just throw her out. It doesn't work like that.
Well, you got to go through the agency.
To her
the agency has to handle
about finding her another place because it just.
Oh, well.
I mean, I lock myself in my room anyway, so I can't say she's the reason.
Well, you shouldn't have to go through that in your own home. And you got to be very particular and do better screening to, I mean, you wouldn't know unless the agency knew. And then it seems to me that they would have
they don't check these foreigners out.
Well, then don't bring any foreigners in. You gotta think that through.
They act like the only foreigners now. They're going after the Haitians. I think there's 60,000 Haitians that were granted where they could be here. Mm-hmm. Now they want to ship them all back.
Well, of course.
Something wrong with our country.
Well, it's your man.
It's not my man, honey.
It's your man.
He couldn't be my man if he put $2 million at my feet.
Well, let me bring Chris into the conversation here. Chris, welcome to the show.
Man. Good morning, Boom Shakalaka. Good morning, Lee. Good morning to the Carol. How you doing?
Good.
And I'm sorry going through this, Carol. It seemed like it's disrupting your spirit there.
Yeah, totally.
I kind of think it is.
No, kind of. My butt.
It is.
I'm a little nervous
Right.
in my own home.
Yeah.
I'm more worried about my 3 children, my 4 cats.
I think they'll take care of them. They'll scratch our eyeballs out. But
no, they run.
Yeah, they will.
I came
they'll
home
protect
yesterday,
themselves.
and little man is never not friendly.
Yeah.
He was like kind of hiding and afraid, like something happened. I think she probably had another screaming attack. Remember, Rain, wasn't he acted kind of weird? Well, did he try to go upstairs one? He went after Rain again. Mr. Horn Dog.
He had a hump in his back again.
Oh, he went up there.
Poor thing.
I had to go up and get him.
Well, she doesn't come around that often, so he wants to make sure that he's the dominant,
That
figure
he's
in
her
the
man.
house. That is my house, baby.
I feel bad every time Rain comes over. Little man's like,
Oh,
well, I got to let her know who dominates here.
that's right. That's all it is.
He went to go after my client, too, though.
Yeah. Well, it's new people. He doesn't do it. He's never done that towards me.
I don't think he likes men.
Oh. Oh, is it? Oh, really? It's a female thing?
It's a female thing.
Well,
I
maybe-
haven't seen him do it to one man.
Oh, okay.
Say what?
He doesn't go after the men. It's just the women, girls, females.
Well, that's cool.
Hasn't went near that woman, though. The girl.
No?
No.
Oh, well. Well, don't worry about that kind of stuff. It's not that big of a deal, but you need to get that crazy ass woman out of your
Yeah, Lee heard her
house.
screaming the other night.
Yeah, it sounded like something from The Exorcist.
Oh, hell no.
And she
Hell
was
no.
she was speaking in her native tongue, which is what?
Korean.
Korean. So I don't know what she was saying, but you say she was on the phone?
I don't know. I just could hear her because when it started, I was
Mama
already
say, Mama
sitting
say,
in my
Mama say.
room, and my cats came running through, but her didn't. Her stayed. So I locked the door real fast, and I was like, "Oh man, her's out there. I got to get her somehow." But Lee called, or I called. Did I call you, or you called me?
I don't remember.
And you could hear her all the way through the walls. He could hear her you could hear her. She,
She was
she
screaming.
was screaming.
She was.
She was screaming. I thought, oh, shit. I got to get my cat.
Well, no, you got to get her out of your house. The cat's fine. You just need to get the crazy out of your environment. Take control of that and move on. You can get somebody else in there that's not
I
wacko.
have a guy that's ready to move in any day.
Well, do that.
I seem to do better with guys.
Yeah, well, whatever works. Hey, Alpha, what's up? How you doing?
Lee, Carol, Chris,
Yeah, the gang's
how y'all
all
doing
here.
today?
We're
Good.
good.
All right, how you
Dang
doing,
boy.
man?
Carol, I'm not even going to touch it. I'm not even going to go there. You know, you got it. You sound like you got it less than under control, but let me tell you something. Let me give you my opinion. If you continue to ignore, and I'm not going to do nothing about it yet. I need to, but I'm not yet. I can't just put her out.
No,
you
legally
realize
I
that
can't.
Procrastination.
California
But,
has a law here that even if you let somebody just visit inside your house 30
Yeah.
days, you cannot throw them out unless you have a real legal paper.
Yeah.
Because the last girl that lived in my house, the one that claimed she was being locked in the upstairs.
Yeah.
But that's wide open. There's no wall or door.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that saved me. They told her, get your stuff together, get out. Otherwise, they took me outside and they said, look, I showed them a paper I had signed. They said, no, you need a real legal one for now. And they go,
Okay.
just like they'll try to bring a pet here,
Yeah.
because they play that, what do they call those pets? Service pets.
Service pet.
You have to make sure you put that on a lease that you do not even allow service pets. What do they call those pets? Why am I talking?
No, I brought up the show on my laptop here
So
and just started talking.
California will put you out of your own house, and that person will be living in your house, and you'll be out.
But at the same time, if you
Well,
have
I'm
a
kind
person-
of lucky because she comes from an organization that I've already talked a little to them about. They want me to sign an email stating that if something happens, that I'm okay, that I'm not going to do nothing to them, but I won't sign that.
Now, you want to get her out of the house.
Yeah, I
so
just want her
what you
out.
need to do that. Focus
I'm
in on
going
that.
to call them on Monday and tell them you need to find her another place. I can't do this.
Well, why don't you try to talk to her in a native tongue?
You can't talk to her.
No, y'all listen.
You can't
listen.
talk
Just go,
to her. She doesn't.
Just go up to her and go, you go now. You messy up.
You can't talk to her. It's like,
Oh, God.
have you ever seen a person where they live in the house and they stomp their feet? That's how
Yeah.
she walks.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I'll stomp a mud hole in her ass.
Right.
How about that? How about she got to go because you about to whoop her ass?
I tell
How
you
about
what.
that?
Here's what we're going to do. Carol, I'm going to do you a favor. All right? So after the show, you're going to give me the keys to your place.
No, I'm not
No,
going
no,
to
no, no. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. You got to listen. No talking. Just listen.
She
Go
don't even
now.
have an accent, though.
No
That's
talkie?
funny.
No talking. Just listen.
No talkie.
She's extremely smart.
Yeah, but that's the problem.
Because she can talk without an accent. Now,
Yeah.
there's a little 5-year-old girl. I don't know if you've heard of her. She can speak any language. She's a genius.
Yeah.
Each language she speaks, she can put that accent
On.
in.
Of course. Okay.
This
But
girl speaks with no
That's great.
accent.
I'm really happy to hear about this little genius
So
girl.
she's
But let's
not-
get the wacko out of your house. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send Bubba and them over there. And Bubba is going to convince her that she needs to pack up and leave.
Who's Bubba?
Don't worry about that.
No,
I got
you're not
this.
sending nobody in my house.
I
like
got
that.
this. Don't worry about it. You want her out?
Jesus.
I'm going to get her out.
No, I don't do that.
Jesus.
I'm not a violent.
No,
person.
you don't do that to people.
Yeah.
No, what comes
Well-
around
But
goes
what are you
around.
letting her do to you? You don't do that to people, but you're allowing this person to come in and
I
disrupt your
can't make
household.
her leave right now, you guys, because
Bull.
I already got my check for this month.
Well,
so
that's
There
fine.
it is.
Give her the
Oh.
money back.
So she's paid up.
You're right.
She's paid up till
So the money
1st
is
of December.
more important than your
I'm not
sanity.
giving her back that whole thing, and it's almost the end of the
Well,
month.
but you
Are
got somebody else
crazy?
that'll come in right away, right? So
I'm not giving her back that money. I've had to deal with her this whole month.
I spent that money already.
Yeah, thank you. I did.
but it doesn't matter. You got a mental case in your house.
You know, Lee talks all this. but
No, I'm serious. That's all you
he
talk
don't
about.
want me to talk about him now.
No, it ain't about me. I don't have those problems.
Uh-oh.
I'm not picking on you. I'm trying to help you. The reality is you've got somebody that has mental issues in your house is
Yeah.
causing a disruption. You can call the authorities and they will take them out of there and take them somewhere else where they need to get help. You
You
can't.
guys,
You're not a
it's-
therapist. You're not a
My
doctor.
ex
You
is a
don't. You're not
lawyer,
performing.
and it's like he
You're
said,
not- you cannot
can't-
perform the services
You cannot just
that
throw
this lady
somebody
needs.
out in California.
Okay.
Now,
she
I
checks
do
herself
have a
into a mental
contract.
place, right?
Doesn't matter. They let her out. She's been in
Okay.
4 times now. Each
Okay.
time they let her out.
So it's obvious that this.
They don't
person
throw you in the street
knows
because you're
how-
mental. They'd have to throw Trump out of the White House.
Well, okay. Then I guess you got to live with it. So just
I only
bite your
have to
lip
live
and
with
move
it till
on.
Monday.
Well, so what's going to happen
And
on
then
Monday?
I'm going to talk to those people and just tell them, you got to find her another place. I can't do this.
And if they tell you, well, we can't find
oh,
another
they'll
place
find
for
her a place
for the
'cause
next
they
2
don't
months.
want no problems.
Right. Well, you should have done that 2 months
That's
ago.
how I feel.
Well, that's how you look. you're gonna allow this
I
situation to
look
drive you
nothing
crazy,
like
Carol.
that.
You got to stop it. You got to cut the crazy. Get control of the crazy, or the crazy will control
Please
you.
don't.
Welcome to the show.
Hey Lee, how you doing?
All right, who's this?
This is Ross, aka Fly.
Oh
You know, going back to it,
no, we ain't going back
we
to
know
it. We're-
people. There are people that'll rent a place. It takes
Carol.
these people
Carol.
in California. Now you know this yourself, Lee. It can take them 6 months to get those
I-
assholes out
I
of
know.
your place.
I know. I
That's how hard California is with
I know.
this. And
Yeah.
he knows what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I've had numerous conversations with realtors. Jesse T owns property
Oh, he'll
here.
tell you.
Yeah, I already know. But you've got a special situation. You got a person that needs some help, and you're not in a position to provide that kind of help. So it's incumbent upon the authorities to get this person out of your environment and into an environment that can help them. And then once you get them out of there, you can't let them come back
her
in.
back to Korea now.
Who
I don't
cares?
know. Elful, you might know what this means. She said to me the other day, can I get a psychologist, one of my friends that are doctors, that she could talk and they could give her a medical release so she can get reinstated.
Hell no.
So I said, no, I don't have
So
no
she can
friends.
get reinstated to what?
Come
That's
back.
what I want to know.
Come back to the U.S. So she wants to be able to go home, but have a free and clear entrance back to the U.S. No, you don't want to get wrapped up in that kind of crazy.
I think they've dropped her in classes.
Oh, they may have.
I really believe it because
She's
why would
probably
they
going to
kick our
Starbucks
kids
every day.
out?
Hanging
Oh
out.
God, she's drinking those. What do you
Kara.
call those Red Bulls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I seen one in the refrigerator. I go, oh, jeez.
Well,
She's actually. I am very seldom scared of anybody, but there's something about her that makes you nervous.
It ain't the part where she's standing in your doorway of your bedroom with a hatchet. Is that it?
That could be it.
Okay.
Carol. No, you got to let it go.
Jeez.
Let it go. Let it go. So, okay, so who do we have on the phone again?
The killer.
The killer.
I thought, you know who I thought you were was Spy Boy,
Well, who is it? I
He
still
came
don't know
on
who it is.
yesterday.
and then I thought it was Lord.
Wait,
This is Ross, a.k.a. Fly, just coming in.
oh, Ross. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I thought you said boss. I'm like, who the hell is boss?
So you're not
thought Carol
Spy
was the
Kid,
boss.
and you're not Lord.
No, this is another wacko.
Oh, excuse me for interrupting because I thought it was one of them,
No.
so I thought I would just
No, this
go
is
on.
this is a new character to the show.
Oh, we have a new one now.
Yeah.
Is he like them?
Oh, I don't know. Why don't you interview him?
What do you want me to ask him?
No, well, I can't tell you the questions. Go ahead, interview him.
Who are you?
There you go. Good start.
Who are you?
New and improved.
New and improved. That voice sounds too familiar.
No.
Where do you live? That's
I'm
Spy. That's Spy Boy.
No,
It's
it's
Ross.
E.G.
Don't approve.
Ross.
Who is E.G. Ross?
Well, yeah, go.
Singer, composer. I live in the great city of Murrieta, California.
Oh. And you've never called, you called in yesterday, right?
No, he didn't call yesterday.
Thank you, Lee. Thank you. Everything good.
So you're not nothing like those. Well, they're not bad people. It's these guys that go at it with them.
Mm-hmm.
No, a few days ago, actually.
Yeah, he called in a few days ago.
Was I here?
I'm not sure if you were. Or
I've
not.
been missing a lot because I've
Yeah.
been working.
Well, I'm learning. I don't know how they are just yet. I'm just learning.
Oh, well, stay on here. You'll find out real fast.
Yeah, we got a cast of characters. No question about it. And you're about to become one of them.
And I'm one of the nicest ones.
Oh yeah, well,
Now, you know I am. When you go to pick on Spy Boy, I have to remind you he's sick.
yeah, but he's still crazy.
And
He's-
Lord,
he's been that way ever
surgery.
since 2008 when I first met Spy Boy. Spy Boy has been the same consistent way. I don't know if it has anything to do with his illness or not, but he is definitely a few screws short in the head. He's missing a few.
Spy Boy.
Yeah,
Well, he was like that before.
that's what I'm saying. From day one.
Oh, before he found out he was sick.
Yeah. Well, I assume. I don't know. We just found out, 6 months ago that he has Parkinson's, and I'm certainly sensitive to that, but his mindset hasn't changed. He's been that way all along.
Well, sometimes so when you're sick like that, it can alter your personality, like
No.
the girl at my house.
Now, see, there you go, going back to that crazy mess
Going
again.
back to that nut.
Yeah, let it go. Let it go.
Well,
It's not-
I see horror movies with people like her.
You know,
Remember the roommate movie? The
Obviously
Roommate.
not enough.
yeah, right. If you go to the authorities, now, and I'm just the last time I'm going to say anything about this, and you tell them that you're in fear, your life is in danger, you're afraid that this, because this person wakes up at 3 o'clock in the morning and starts screaming and talking in tongues and shit, and she's been in the hospital for mental problems 4 times in the last. How long has she been there?
Not even 2 months.
So
2 months.
Yeah, 4 times now she's committed suicide.
attempt.
Attempted.
Attempted.
I don't think she really attempts it, you guys. I think
I
she's
think it's an act.
extremely.
Come on.
She's
It's
not
smart.
that
Well,
automatic.
that's what I was getting ready to say. It's an act because
She
she
doesn't-
doesn't get up to get to school.
She doesn't want to go to school, and she does not want to go back to China because she's
Korea.
not getting Korea. because she doesn't get along with her dad.
Because she's
mother's
gay.
dead,
And the mother's
she's
dead
gay.
and she's gay.
Okay.
But
What's
you
my
know,
girl do that
now
for?
let me tell you something. If I was gay, I wouldn't want to be with her because I have to tell her to take a bath. I don't now. But I was in the
Oh.
elevator with her, and I go,
Yeah.
I said, wow, it
damn,
smells,
look,
and
TMI.
something must have died in here. It smelled like death,
Oh,
like a
God.
dead
What
cat
God?
or something. And you know what? It was her. Because when we got back to the house,
The
I
smell
had set
followed
these
you.
things a week ago for her to clean the tub.
Oh, God.
So I knocked on the
Ma-
door.
That's not good.
I
Maybe
said,
she's committing. Maybe trying to commit suicide through funk.
well, it hasn't,
Can you funk yourself to death?
hasn't
She's all
killed her
funked
yet.
up.
That smell was horrible. So I said to her, I go, you got to take a bath.
Oh, Lord.
You can't do this. I
Yeah,
mean,
my mother walking around there smelling like you want to be by yourself.
that's
Right.
why she probably is by herself.
No
because
question.
I can't imagine another woman wanting to be with her.
Well,
You know,
Well,
women
maybe she likes funk
Oh, yeah.
too. Man, everybody got their vices.
Yeah.
women,
So functified.
yeah, women are built a little different than men. So a woman's going to smell a lot faster.
Well, that's true.
It is very true.
Really?
I even
I
went
know.
out.
Hold
you
your
guys.
nose and do.
I went out. I bought a $74 mattress protector. I put that mattress in it.
A mattress protector?
Yes, because if she's not
You
made
should have
in-
got her a body condom.
Do they have those? Do they have
Yeah,
body
it's called
condoms?
a garbage bag.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Yeah.
A garbage.
Yeah.
One of them stretch flex.
She's pretty big. You probably need a really big
I
one.
thought you said she was a little petite thing.
No, I never said petite. No,
She's not very tall, but she's a little chunky.
She's a little big.
Little chunky, okay.
Yeah, she's
Chunky and funky.
She's almost as
Yeah,
short
chunky
as,
and funky. There you go.
That was good. Chunky and funky.
Oh, God. We have someone else on the line with us here. Hello, welcome to the show.
Hello, everybody. It's Flyboy.
Oh, God.
Oh,
See,
God.
Alpha, you talked him up.
Okay, the new
I
guy.
talked him up.
Yeah,
Yep.
you did.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
Spy
I-
Boy, how you feeling today?
I'm doing well.
Good.
Doing well. What are y'all talking about today?
Well, we were talking about you a little bit, and we're discussing the crazy person that
Just to listen.
that you want to hear.
Yeah, you want to listen to
Yeah,
this
put
one.
the headphones on.
You can't miss this one.
And we were talking about the crazy lady that lives in Carol's house, and Carol don't want to get rid of her for whatever reason. Is it plugged in? Can you hear? No. Okay. Pull the cord. Let me get
He needs the butt part that plugs in.
yeah, and then plug it into one of these jacks here. And Spy Boy's on the funky line. Yeah.
Well, you're probably going to have to
Hear
hang
it
him
now?
up then.
Too loud? It's okay? Okay. All right. So we were talking about this lady that's got some mental issues. She's rooming at Carol's house, and Carol's somewhat reluctant about getting rid of her. And I've been telling her, she's disrupting your house, your mindset. You're living on edge, and you shouldn't be in that position. And there are tough laws here in the state of California about getting rid of people that I'll call them squatters. They come into your house, disrupt your household, and it's very difficult to get rid of them. But you are under contract with an agency that finds foreigners and place them into American homes. I would think that there's some language in that agreement. If not, it should be.
Yes.
That will allow you to voice your concerns, and they can then move that person out of your house. Wherever they send her is of no concern. We hope that they will find somewhere where she can get some help, or send her back to Korea. But she needs to leave your environment. So we were talking about that. Carol said she's going to call on Monday. But this girl's been crazy since day one. She's been there, 2 months?
Oh, not even 2 months?
Not even 2
almost
months,
2
but she's
months.
been in the hospital for mental breakdowns.
But see, she's
4
smart.
times already.
She goes there. She calls them.
Yeah.
I told you when I took her to the psychiatrist in Beverly Hills that the school recommended. We got there, and she lasted probably 5 minutes, and that man came running out of the office. He said, "Oh, no, I can't help her." I have to call police right now. He called the police.
Well, he's
Called the police, the
he's an expert.
paramedics. He said, if I was to give her medicine, I would lose my license.
Yeah.
They literally handcuffed her, which I thought was weird.
Well,
But they said they
flag.
had to till they put her in the paramedic thing. And I thought, I should have right then said, nah, this ain't going to work. I don't tell my
stop
family
trying to
all
save the
this.
world, Carol.
Red flag, baby, red flag.
It was
Absolutely.
a red flag.
Absolutely. So let's do a little round table. I think we've painted the picture here pretty well.
Very vividly.
Okay. So, Mr. Ross, what would you do in this situation?
Man, I'd have to kick her to the curb without in a heartbeat, dog. For sure. She had to be on the next plane smoking out.
Chris?
I don't care where she go.
Right.
Just get up out of here.
Right. Chris, what would you do?
Oh, she got to go. I mean, anybody gonna come in and try to disrupt my harm and my safe haven, my home? No, you've been gone by that point.
Right.
Yeah.
Alpha.
Yesterday.
That's right.
Bring Colombo in. They'll be looking for a body.
See? Apollo is in here. I'm not sure if Apollo's been in here long enough to understand the situation.
All I heard was crazy Korean woman. That's all I heard.
Hey, wait. Maybe I could send her out there and she could work at the bird
Call
bath.
Maury Povich. He married to one.
That's cold. That's cold.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure.
Where the hell is Connie Chung? What the hell is she doing now?
That's right. I forgot he was married to her.
She's
Are they still
probably
married?
retired.
I bet Maury gets a table shower every night.
Oh, shut up.
We have a 12-year-old girl
Right.
listening right now.
Carol's granddaughter is here today, and she's listening to
Just
this.
get a table shower. I didn't say
she's
anything
got
else.
she's got this look on her face of like, what
no,
the
I
hell
just
is going
was
on
letting
here?
you know.
You know
knew
better
it was
to bring
Angela
her in the
called
Lee
in.
Michael show.
No, she's been
This ain't the
on
Disney
before.
Channel.
She's been in here before answering questions.
Yeah.
What was the show about?
This is grown folks
I don't know.
conversation.
It was questions that you would ask a kid to see what their answers would be.
Oh yeah.
And it was quite interesting,
right, let's
her
play.
answers.
No,
Let's play fill in the
no.
blanks,
Before we go there, if you had a student from a foreign country, and it doesn't matter where, and that has been living in your house for less than 2 months, and
Exchange student.
whatever, and she has been
Yeah.
to the mental joint 4 times, complaining that she's going to kill herself, and she's missed numerous days in school. We don't know how many. She's a horrible roommate. She doesn't like to take baths.
Or flush toilet.
Or flush toilets, or clean the
Oh
bathtub.
my God. Oh hell no.
At midnight.
Well,
or
you know,
2
in
o'clock
China, they poop in a hole in the floor anyway.
Yeah, they squat.
Yeah. So what would you do?
Well, I would check. I would start eviction proceedings immediately. I mean, if she's established residency, you can't just throw her out on the street. So I would start the
watch me.
30-day. I would start the 30-day notice. Right now, you got 30 days to get out. I would file that with the local police department, and I would count the days.
Well, what about the agency that placed her in your home? Don't you think that they have some responsibility and they should
Well,
be
no,
proactive?
they don't know if they don't know if the woman's crazy. I mean,
Well, you've got proof now that she's been in the crazy house for
I
a
know,
time.
but there's still. What I'm saying is, there's still a legal process you got to go through
Well,
to get her out. You
no,
can't just put her out on the
Apollo,
street.
with her, I believe I can get her out at the end of this month because it's
Yeah, that's
different-
right.
Because the last girl that was at my house, she was transgending, which doesn't bother me. I have no problem with that.
You're transgendered.
She transgending. She wasn't all the way there yet.
Oh, she was
I
transitioning.
really liked her, but the house she was at before, they did call up and they didn't want to hurt her feelings.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how I ended up with her, which was no problem. She was super nice. I should do a reality
Yeah.
show, Carol and the roommates, because I've had
It
some.
sounds like
Did
you're
she?
way
But I
too
want to
big,
know
Carol.
did she lift the toilet seat when she used the bathroom?
No, she hadn't went that far
Oh,
yet.
my
She was
God.
still in the process of where she had a little
Yeah, I
beard.
know, but did she
and-
leave the
Did
seat
you
down
meet
or
her,
up?
Lee? Did you meet her, Lee? I think
I
you
don't-
did.
I don't remember.
I think you did because she already had a beard and a little mustache. Very nice
No, I didn't
girl.
see
She
her.
was from Brazil.
No, I did not
What
see
was
that.
weird though
Okay.
is she went by her female name,
which is what?
Jessica.
Was she
She was
transitioning to a man?
Yes,
Yes.
that's what I was telling you.
Or
Transitioning
from a man to a woman?
No, a woman to a man. She had
Well, I never
already,
seen that.
her
I don't
boobs were already basically gone. Really
Right.
nice person, though. I extremely liked
So
her.
you had Chaz Bono staying with you?
That wouldn't have bothered me. That was his
No,
mother
Chaz
was,
is cool. I love Chaz Bono. I ain't got a problem with it. I wouldn't.
Well,
I
that's
wouldn't-
what I'm saying. It was kind of interesting watching her transgen because the little beard and the mustache
Transgen. You
growing.
done made up. You mean transition?
No, they call it transgending. That's what they call it. Well, they're doing it.
Transgending. I've
She
never
didn't
heard
call
that.
it. She did
I've
not
heard
call it
transitioning. I've
transitioning.
never-
She did.
Transitioning is dying.
She called
So
it
it's called a
transgending.
modification. Shit.
Yeah.
Well,
She
you
was-
done.
in other
Some
words,
part of you done.
gending. The word gender means what we are, a female or male. She was changing her gender, so she
Well, I
called
know
it
that, Carol.
transgending.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you that's what
Yeah.
she called it.
Yeah.
I've
But-
never heard that term though.
Well, maybe it's
they
you,
do use
you
the
don't
word
live in
I'm
that
in my
circle.
transition.
You
Well,
don't
she
live in that
didn't
No,
circle.
call
but I,
it
but
that.
I lived
live
in
that.
Hawaii, and I knew that a bunch of transgender women who made me question my own sexuality when I'd see them out sometimes.
Well, it's
I'm like, good
transgender
God.
once they're already in that, but when they're transcending, it means they're going into
Transcending.
them.
Now they're
Trending.
transcending.
Oh,
I meant
stop
to
it!
say trending.
Come on, Apollo.
The Maharishi over in there, transcendental.
Y'all giving me a headache today.
All this trans and
you know I
shit.
got it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Listen. All right. Slow down.
This is crazy.
Yeah,
Slow
slow
down,
down,
slow down.
Apollo.
Big
Go,
old
go
tran.
smoke.
Okay. Did we ask Spy Boy what he would do in this situation?
She'd have to go. I agree with Apollo. We're putting a notice with the agency that she came in with.
Right.
And she'd have to go.
And,
Yeah,
and
I would start notice. I would start action immediately.
Yeah, see, I think the agency has some
believe the
responsibility here
agency-
and liability as well.
I believe because I
Well,
went
Carol, you got to look at the paperwork you signed
You're not
when
listening.
you brought it in there.
I
Right.
wouldn't sign this paper. They wanted to email me.
Mm-hmm.
I believe they will remove her. All I have to do at the end of the month to say you got to find her another place. I
Yeah,
can't do
they-
this.
they-
Did she have
And
any
they will
mail?
remove
Has
her.
she received any mail at your house?
Yes.
Man, the hell with all that.
Oh,
Well,
then she's
he knows
established
what he's
residency.
talking
Then
about.
she can show that to the police.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's bad.
but listen, y'all forgetting one major thing.
I'm talking about law.
I'm talking law
well,
here too.
legally, she
listen,
could. Legally, between me and you, Paula, she could do that.
listen,
It wouldn't
and
matter
she
what
could.
the agency says.
She could, but you've got a mental case here.
They
and-
don't care.
Bullshit. If you
Oh,
call
Well,
come
just
on,
have her
the last-
committed.
the
It's signed
one-
commitment
Wait
papers
a
on
minute.
her.
You forget
Okay.
about the last one. I stepped in 2 feet of piss.
yeah, but that's a
That was my
and you
last
allow
2
feet of
you,
piss.
You allowed that
I
to
You
stepped
happen.
better
in.
buy a canoe.
You allowed that to happen.
I could do a reality show with
Get a
roommates.
kayak.
Well, you
I
need,
actually
really
stepped
you don't need
in
a
her
roommate.
pee.
You need
she
to stop
had
having
flooded
roommates.
that room with pee. I looked at her. I said,
2
"Get
feet
the
of
hell
pee.
out of."
2
I didn't
feet.
care who she called. Get the. She
Knee
got
deep.
scared. She left. I kept all her stuff because I had to pay $300 to have my mattress steam cleaned. I had to step in that. I would not. I still have all her
Shit,
stuff.
I'd
but
have bought
she
a new
can't have it.
mattress.
Me too.
That
You can't steam
mattress
was a
2 feet of pee out of a
$2,000
mattress.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
they
You gotta
cleaned
vet,
up.
you gotta vet your roommates better, Carol.
Huh?
You gotta vet your roommates a lot better than that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the room's totally okay now, but I mean, it was just kind of shocking. I've had some really
It's time
bad
to stop,
roommates.
Carol.
I had
Time to
one,
stop.
my one male
let it go.
roommate. He came home at 5 in the morning. I was
That's
up
the
in
law
the
of
kitchen.
attraction right there, y'all.
No, I just get these kind of people. He runs
saying
in the
you
house.
got-
No,
you
you
a
got to
little
hear
crazy
his
your damn
story
self.
now. He comes
I
in
think it's
and
right.
She's like a magnet.
Carol was the crazy one.
Yeah.
no, I'm not crazy. I'm a nice
she's a
person.
magnet.
You got
You
2
are.
or 3 cats
I don't
pissing
even-
all over the house.
My cats don't pee in my house. I can guarantee you. You could walk in my house and
Shit,
would
I
not
bet
know I
it's- I
have.
bet it smells
Have you
like
ever
a-
smelled the
No,
smell
it
of my
doesn't.
house?
She's got a clean house.
There ain't no
You-
smell in my
cat-
house,
the
dude.
cat-
There might be a smell in your house.
Now, listen. Listen.
I'm
Uh-oh.
sure your dogs shit on the floor every chance they get.
No, actually, they don't.
Oh, I'm sure they do. Now you have a dog. Dogs
Okay,
stink.
okay,
Do you get his glands squeezed every month? Because
right.
if you don't,
Yes,
he smells.
Listen.
her anal glands are drained every
Okay.
time she goes to the groomer.
Well, my cats are
And she
neutered
goes-
and spaded, and I clean their litter
And my
every
baby's
day.
been spayed when she was 6 months old.
Mine
Okay.
were much younger.
You need to get that crazy
And I
ass
ain't
woman
got
out of your
nothing.
house.
You can't
period.
spade an animal younger than 6
They
months.
do, honey. The
It's
pound
illegal.
spades them at 2
No,
months.
no,
yes, they do.
you can't do it.
Oh, well, they do. They do at
Well,
2
then
months old.
Well, hell, they also put them to sleep after 2 weeks. so that
Well,
don't mean
most of
shit.
ours out here, we've really petitioned. We don't have many kill places now. Our pet stores cannot even sell pets from a breeder. They can only be pets that come from a shelter or a homeless animal, which I really like that.
Trump would deport them all with the Haitians
Well,
and everybody else.
he just lost a lot of that. If you watched yesterday, that judge stepped in, and he cannot
Yeah.
stop people with like our state. We're a
Sanctuary
He
cities.
cannot do that.
Yeah.
And that's there to stay.
So the Haitians that are in
he's
California
trying
are
to
cool.
put Haitians out right now. What, 60,000?
Yeah.
What
and
a
what about
jerk.
did y'all talk about the U.S. votes against the anti-Nazi resolution at the UN?
No, we haven't talked
Go
about
ahead,
anything
talk
but this
about
crazy
that.
ass woman in her house.
No, the United States says it was only one of 3 countries to vote against a UN resolution condemning the glorification of Nazism over freedom of speech. The resolution entitled Combating Glorification of Nazism, Neo-Nazism, and Other Practices That Contribute to Fueling Contemporary Forms of Racism, Discrimination, Xenophobia, and Related Intolerance. The U.S. And Ukraine and Palau were the only countries in the world that voted against that.
Gotta
And
vote for free speech.
Nikki Haley. It was 131 against 3 to combat glorification of
so-
Nazism and the
That's
Nazi.
a scary thought.
no surprise to me. Look at the idiot that's representing us. Nikki
No, I mean
Haley.
that's shocking when we're supporting Nazism
Yeah.
and
Well,
there's
it
still
should-
men
it's-
living who
but-
fought Nazis.
But it shouldn't be shocking because the president has already showed favor to that mindset.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
that's
you know
wrong.
he is
Voted,
Donald.
like, I
He
thought we
is
voted
Donald
against it.
Trump.
That's wrong.
Oh
What's
my God.
what's wrong?
Okay.
Donald Trump was his real name.
Donald Trump?
Yeah, Drumpf. D-U-R-M-P-F. That was his original name, Drumpf. But they changed it to Trump. He was German.
Spy boy, what are you
Donald
saying?
Rump, he's an ass. Donald Rump.
You right?
I don't think he's ever said he supports Nazis.
Hey, he doesn't
I don't
have
think
to.
anybody supports them.
He doesn't have
No,
to
that
say
must
it.
be.
It shows through his actions.
He said there's some really good people in Charlottesville.
Yeah.
He did say that.
That's
He
didn't
said they're
say-
very
he
nice
didn't say it.
people. They just have an opinion.
They do, and they have a right to speech.
Well, that's true.
Well,
That's true.
they have a right to.
But they don't have the right
to
to-
get some teeth knocked out their mouth too.
They don't have the right to drive a car over people who they disagree with.
Yeah.
You can. That's not a form of free speech.
Is that a brother
So
saying that
everybody,
too?
everybody in Charlottesville got run over by a car.
Say again.
Is that a black man talking?
Yeah, it is. That's
Does
Spy
he have
Boy.
a traumatic brain injury or anything in his past?
You've talked to Spy Boy before, haven't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's down in New Orleans. Oh,
Yeah.
New Orleans.
No, but
Yeah.
you're taking things out of context and you put words in people's mouths.
No, we're not taking anything out of context. We're only regurgitating what the president has already said. So how you take that out of context?
Well,
He said the tiki torch toting terrorists were some very good people.
What were the people doing protesting Klan anyway?
What were they doing? What?
I can't understand
why
what
were they
you
at
said.
a Klan rally? Why were they at a Klan
What do
rally?
you mean?
Why were they?
I agree with that. No, I do agree with that. If the Klan shows up to march, don't go out there and ignite them. Just let them march and be out there with the crickets. And the news people need to quit go out there and giving them power by giving them airtime.
Covered.
Exposure, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I agree with that.
I have a saying, Lee. I say ignore ignorance.
I agree
Period.
with that, and that's what I've done for many years.
They ignored Hitler.
Uh-oh, y'all.
I'm
get
saying
ready
now,
to
when they
go.
come in your yard, If Hitler wanted to run down the street, fine. But when he come in my driveway, I'm gonna light his ass up.
Well, there you go.
Well, I mean, I think that's what the people in Virginia did. These guys came
But
into
they wasn't in their driveway now.
Well, they came into their community, a peaceful community.
I know, but
and they
had
disrupted
a
their
permit
community.
to march.
Well, then the governor or the person in charge, the mayor or whoever, should have given them some pushback.
And the
Well, no, because
municipality-
they have the right. They have the right to march. I mean, the people there that showed up to protest their march are no different than the policemen that stood on the Pettus Bridge and tried to prevent that march. You got to
Look.
let them go.
Look, the municipality had a duty to keep peace, and
Right.
they did not.
Yeah.
They stood by and watched the two sides come together. Antifa, whoever they are, they just came together. I never heard of them. But the right talks about them as if they've been around for hundreds of years.
Right.
You address and you resist Nazis, Klansmen, neo-Nazis, and skinheads. Alt-right, all of them. You resist them. Every march that they've held, they've been outnumbered 3 and 4 to 1. And if it continues like that, they'll cut that shit out.
Is Alpha on the phone and on the
No.
and on
No.
Because I'm hearing him through your feed,
That's
even when I turn him down.
And
Well-
I've got you echoing. You're
Yeah,
echoing
Lee.
about-
When I turn Alpha up
yeah.
on the when I turn him all the way down on Source Connect, I'm still getting him through your feed. Like if it's weird. Like if
Well-
I pull his volume all the way down, I can still hear him through your feed.
Yeah, because you're not the master control.
Yeah, that
If-
means you
if-
don't know what the hell you're doing
No,
because you got
that's
both of them
bullshit.
potted up.
No. It's only you're all coming in on one pot. Okay, I'm going to turn.
Yeah, but you got to run it through a different bus because you're doubling it up.
It can't.
Like Alpha, for example, right now on the screen, you see like 1, 2, 3, 4. You should see 4. They look like cart machines.
That's right.
And one will say Apollo, Alpha. So if you'll pull the volume all the way down on mine,
I will shut you up. I just turned you off, okay? Because I'm the master control. Okay, but if you do that on your end, it only affects your end because you're not the master control. Now I'm bringing you back
Lee.
up.
check.
Okay? See, now I just brought you back up.
Well, let's hear
If
Yeah,
you
but
were
I'm
the
telling
master
you, for
control,
some
then
reason,
you
you're
could-
doubling up the audio, and that's why we're getting the echo. It's something the way you've got to run through the board.
Well, it's all of you are coming in on one module because it's one feed from that computer. And there's
Yeah, I
no
know, but for
the
some
mix.
reason, it's feeding it back into the computer. That's why we're getting the echo
I don't hear the echo.
and the delay.
I don't hear any of that.
Alpha, speak.
I get the echo.
I don't get
now,
it on my end.
Alpha, if you turn the volume down, you see where my name is, and there's a volume right there. If you pull that volume bar all the way to the left,
Right.
and then I keep talking, you won't get the echo. Watch. Do it.
Well, maybe that's what you
Tell me
guys
when you-
need to do on your end.
Yeah,
Keep
that's what
talking.
I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm still
But it
getting
doesn't
echo.
work on my
It's
own
just
voice
lower.
because I can't mute myself.
Yeah, you
I'm
can.
still getting
Just
the
hit the
echo,
mute button.
Apollo, but it's just lower.
See, I don't get the echo on you at all when I pull your volume
Yeah,
all the way down.
Cheap equipment, that's what it is.
Oh, ain't that nothing?
Yeah, I don't have cheap equipment. Lee's over there with that Fisher Price Toys R Us horse shit you got sitting up in there.
Okay.
Oh man,
See,
this is technician time now, huh?
exactly. Now
Engineer 101.
I've got Spy
That's
Boy on the
right.
phone on line 1. I got Mr. Ross on line 2, and you guys
Thank
are
you.
coming up on a separate feed.
Right. But you're feeding that audio back into the computer that we're talking on.
Well,
That's why
maybe
we're
when the
getting an
show's
echo.
over, you and Lee can solve this problem.
Hell, he was
Yeah,
trying to do it
Carol.
last night.
I'm not having that problem. I don't know why you guys are hearing it that way, because I hear everybody fine with no echo,
And I
no
hear
delay.
everybody.
Is Chris on? I want Chris to talk and see if
You
I can
hear
hear him right now.
Yeah, I get it echo.
I
Yeah,
get-
see, now I've got Chris pulled
Echo,
down,
echo.
and I just heard him through Lee Michaels' feed.
well,
See,
yeah,
I've got his volume all the way down.
because the Lee Michaels feed is the master feed to all of you. So maybe the way this thing's supposed to work, maybe you guys are supposed to have that volume turn all the way down. I don't know. I'm not on that
Anyway,
end, so I'm not experiencing that.
Right.
Yeah, it used to not be that way though.
No, I haven't changed
so
one
something
iota
changed
over
in your
here.
setup.
Nope.
Absolutely,
Not a
did.
damn thing.
If it ain't broke, don't fix
Well,
it.
you
Lee.
That's
got all
right.
them. You got all them weekend people that coming in,
Nope.
switch knobs
Nope.
and shit. So
Nope. None of that.
part-timers.
We don't have that. Nobody's in this room unless I'm here, and I run it the same way every day. Have a day.
I'm
So
gonna refresh.
I'm knocking all that bovine down. See, he doesn't understand that there's a master control, and that's on this end. And what you guys are hearing on that end, I don't know.
Well, I don't get echo from you, Lee.
Right.
Exactly. You're getting
Chris?
fine on this end, too.
Chris?
Yeah, I get it echo still.
I got echo with you, Chris.
Just
I
on
don't have
Chris.
an echo from anybody.
Right.
Yeah, because he's on the phone.
Right.
Right.
All these men on here, somebody's got to be sexually assaulting some woman somewhere at some at a certain point, right?
I think that what the problem is, you guys need to turn your damn headphones down. Because it's
No, it has
probably
nothing to
coming
do
back
with
through
it.
your headphones.
Has absolutely nothing. Yeah, it's because you're sending it back to us through your feed.
I'm not.
Because when I turn Alfo's audio down and Chris's audio down, I'm still hearing them through your feed loud and clear,
Okay.
which means we're getting a double.
All right. Well, let me
Feed
let me
with a
say
delay
this to
on
you.
it.
The auxiliary feed that you're alluding to is turned all the way down. I can turn it up. Okay, now it's up. Now you guys talk. What are
Yeah.
you hearing now when I turned it up?
Still getting echo.
I
Even
can't hear
louder.
any differently.
Right.
Yeah,
So-
you need a mono send. You need a mono send to send to the computer, or
That's what's happening,
a
dude.
subgroup that you can send the audio out.
That's what we're doing. It is doing a mix minus. What you're talking about is called
Okay,
a
you
mix
can say
minus.
that. I'm done. Carol was right. This is a technical issue, but and we shouldn't be boring the listener with it. But it's not hooked up right. I can tell you that.
Well, all I can tell you is it sounds fine here and it's on the air, clean. And
No, it sounds good on the air, but
Yeah.
for your guests, we sound like DJ K Slay with all that reverb echo. It's the remix. K Slay.
well, maybe you need to do a mix minus on your end.
No, mine is right.
Of course it is.
It always is.
Yeah. Well, we'll pick this up at another time, but I don't know what
I'm
to tell
sorry
you.
to. I'm sorry to.
No, you're not. You're not sorry.
Funky, please.
Problem.
All right. Now I just turned the.
Hey, Alfo, did you guys have that echo the whole show even before I came in? No, it went away. The echo went away right there, Lee.
Uh-huh.
It is.
Oh,
It's
my
gone.
God.
Yeah, it's going.
Yeah.
What'd you do, Lee?
I turned down.
What'd you do, Lee?
I turned down the auxiliary. Now let's let the guys talk on the phone and see if you guys can hear them now.
It's all good on the Ross end, line 2.
Sounds good on what, line 1?
Can you hear them?
No.
Okay.
No, no, I don't.
Spy boy, I don't want to hear him.
All right. So what?
What
Okay.
the hell was
Guys,
you
leave
do,
Spy
Spy
Boy
Boy?
alone.
All right. So they can hear you.
Oh, come on, Carol.
Just leave him alone.
Jesus.
See, if I don't bring their auxiliary feed up to feed to you, you won't hear them. So that's what.
Yeah,
that's
so
what's
that's
causing that.
therein lies the problem.
Yeah. Well, it's the phone lines auxiliary feed that I have to have up in order for you to hear them. Now, how to separate that from the auxiliary that you guys are on? I don't know. I don't know how that.
Can you
be
bust
changed.
the phones through a different
No.
like 1 and 2 or
Nope.
3, or you can't bust it in differently
Nope.
through a different subgroup?
Nope. Nope. That's the way it made.
Hey, Carol.
Yeah, well, that,
Hey, Carol. I
What?
can see him leading Donald Trump out in handcuffs, and you sitting around talking about, y'all leave him alone. Don't
Why
touch
not
him."
leave Spy Boy alone? He's got his own opinion.
who was that brain surgeon that runs HUD now?
That's Carson, Ben Carson.
Oh, what an idiot.
Yes. Well, there you go. Spy Boy is the Ben Carson of the Lee Michaels
No,
show.
no, Spy Boy.
No, Spy Boy is a Trump follower, and he's
the
going
voice
to
of
go up
reason.
against you.
The voice of reason.
Yeah, the voice of reason.
And Uncle Tom.
I understand him being a Trump follower, but don't be stupid. I mean, with facts in front of you, let me put it like this. If I say something and I source it, and you simply say, no, it didn't, I don't believe it. And then you say something and I debunk it, and you go, oh, no, you didn't, I don't believe it. Where'd
Where'd
the
that
hell?
come from?
That's me.
Oh.
Well, and that's a good argument, Alpha. And I've come to the realization that some people you just can't change, and they don't want to change. They're not going to change.
Exactly. Some people rather believe a
Okay,
lie
so
than see the truth.
fine.
Right?
Don't change, but don't be stupid. Damn.
Hey, did you see that Kermit the Frog claims sexual harassment?
For Miss Piggy?
Yeah, it said
Did
Miss
you-
Piggy exposed her titties on 9 separate occasions over the years at the Kermit the Muppet Show. Coco the Gorilla claims Mr. Rogers fondled her hairy ass on 8 occasions on the Mr. Rogers Show.
Well, that
And in
just shows
yesterday's
you-
news, Della Reese died, so that means
That
you
was
either
sad.
got touched by you either got touched by an angel or you got touched by Charlie Rose. One of the two
Yeah.
yesterday.
Right, that's true. Well, you know, that's how ridiculous this thing is getting. You know, when Kermit the Frog, files a lawsuit, then you know you got issues. But
I was saying
They
that's
were
how
bringing Bugs
ridiculous
Bunny up
it
on
got.
charges.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, because remember I was saying that about Little Man. I'm waiting for these young girls to bring him up on charges.
That's right. Well, it's coming.
It probably is.
Sooner or later.
He's gonna be charged.
Why
It's,
did they
you know,
wait so long
actually,
to
it's
make
out
a
of
complaint?
control now. I can see
It really is.
Weinstein and a few of them, but like I tell people, me and my friend were talking this morning on the phone how you'll be with the guy and you get all excited, and yeah, the guy sometimes takes his what out, wants to start
Like
touching.
Louis
It's like-
C.K.
It's like, go ahead. I don't give a shit. It's yours. See you later.
Yeah,
dude.
and then did those
That's
two
not-
comedians that said we were in Louis C.K.'s hotel room after a show one night at 2 a.m, and he starts taking his clothes off, and we said, Louis, what are you doing? I'm taking my clothes off. I'm in my hotel room. Then he sat in a chair and started playing with his penis.
Big
well, you
deal.
could have left when he started taking his clothes
That's
off.
right. I agree.
That's right.
I totally agree.
If you
And another lady said he asked me if he could pull his penis out, and I said no, and I left. Okay, well he asked you.
yeah,
Shit,
no harm, no foul.
No,
he didn't rape you.
I don't understand.
I'd love
it
to be the
either.
defense attorney cross-examining them. Ladies, have you ever been to a male burlesque show? Yeah. So you've obviously seen a penis voluntarily. You
Oh,
went
and
with the expressed
and-
intent to view a penis. So if a man whipped his penis out, matter of fact, if you bitches wouldn't have had us eat that apple, we'd still have our penises out.
No. Well,
But where are humanity be without,
And you know,
without
when
sexual
women are
assault?
at those places, they get filthy. So
I know, I've DJ'd some of 'em.
Strippers should go off and say that they molested him. They get filthy.
Yeah,
I
but he
fired
got
strippers.
a 12-inch dick and a dozen roses, so it's a little different. If I had a 12-inch dick, I'd have mine hanging out all the time too. Shit.
well, take it easy. We got a 12-year-old in the room.
Oh,
so.
she took her headphones
Yeah,
off.
I know, but I think she can still
Oh, I
hear
forgot. I'm sorry, Carol. I apologize. I totally forgot.
You
I'm
owe her
sorry.
an apology. That's sexual
So-
harassment, Rain. I'll give you his name.
I
so
know,
you
I'm
can-
gonna get sued
You can
now.
turn him in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I ain't got
nowadays,
no money.
a man can't say nothing. He can't do nothing. I think it's out of control. It's too much.
I tell you what,
now.
I got my 10-year-old's journal one time because she left it laying in the living room floor, and I opened it, and I tell you what, I read shit in there at 10 that I didn't think a 10-year-old should even know. So I'm sure that 12-year-old in L.A.'s heard worse than a 12-inch.
It ain't
Yeah,
just in
it doesn't
L.A.,
move.
honey.
Scared the hell out you, huh, Lee?
No, I know.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you know,
I'm
listen,
sorry, though. I forgot she was here. I do
Okay.
apologize.
I turned the volume down, so I'm not sure that she can hear it anymore. But listen, here's the bottom line on that situation. This is a trend. This is a thing. It's like if somebody opened up Pandora's box, and I think it was our president.
there you go.
Okay, Here's a guy
Well,
that is the president
well,
of the
well,
United States, and how many women came out before he was elected, claiming some type of sexual
Oh, they have a
harassment?
whole video, right?
I'm
Today
sorry. I'm
came
sorry.
up.
It might start with Bill Cosby first, actually.
Well,
They don't have
About-
no
about Bill
videos
Clinton.
of him, though.
well, that
And who was the Minnesota senator that recently somebody came out about him? There was a comedian. He's
Frank
a senator
Franken.
from
Al
Minnesota.
Franken.
Al
Al
Franken.
Yeah, Al Franken. Trump's talking about he should resign. Really? You got about 22 women say you done raped them, so you should lead by example.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you.
But see, now that he's the president,
Pot meat
he
kettle.
can't be sued. Not right now.
Yeah,
I don't know if
he didn't admit to anything. Frank Franken admitted to it.
Y'all need to watch Homeland. They can do more than sue him.
So, what is the solution with this situation? Do we just sit by and wait for more women or guys to come out and complain?
I think there should be a
They
statute of
re-
limitations. If I said something to you 30 years ago and you didn't say something in 10 years, then it's against the law for you to come out and say it now.
Well, legally,
And when I'm in the
there is.
autumn of my career.
There it is.
I mean, Charlie Rose, poor old Charlie Rose, he's right at the end of writing his memoirs and putting the cap on his legacy. And now, oh yeah, Charlie said something nasty to me in 1987. Well, don't wait till now. That's unfair to him. Why didn't you say something 30 years ago? Why are you fucking with him now?
Because
You know, and he's right at the end of his career. So now CBS has pulled him, PBS has stopped production, and his legacy is going to be a dirty old man instead of a man who did a lot of great journalism. Same with Bill Cosby, and the same with Louis C.K. And it's always these
Bill O'Reilly.
movie actresses that were unsuccessful because they had no frickin' talent. And so now they're trying at the last minute to ruin somebody's life for their own financial or professional gain. And it's
Well,
15
they had
minutes,
talent
and
already.
it just drives me crazy.
Well, that sums
had
it
a
up.
talent.
It really does.
And Terry Crews said some man grabbed his penis. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that one.
Terry Crews, the guy that was the football player that does the Old Spice commercials, looks like Green Mile, muscle bound. He said a man grabbed his penis at a point. Well, hell, you should have knocked his cracker ass out. Don't come out and whine
No, that's
harassment.
just right.
Now, Terry Crews
No, that's
yelling
just right.
harassment.
That was a year ago.
I don't give a
Right.
damn if it was 2 minutes ago. He should have handled it.
Yeah, you're
If
right.
a man
You're right.
grabs my dick,
You're right.
I'm gonna knock his ass out.
Right.
If Lee Michaels
Thank you.
grabs my junk,
And that ain't happening.
he gonna be at he gonna be getting some dental implants.
Now, you're right, and I would deserve that, but that ain't happening. I have no
Unless you
interest
got
in
$2
it.
million, I might let you pull on it a couple times.
No,
you know?
no,
You
no,
think
that
he's
ain't
going to
happening.
give you that $2 million?
That ain't happening. My ex-wives got all that anyway, so
I know that's right.
you will continue to be broke and lonely, all right?
Their new husband is laying on your yacht, chilling.
That's right. That's right. The new husband is benefiting from my gifts.
The
My hard
SS
work.
Lee baby.
Right. They're rolling around on USS Lee Baby. That's a good
I
one.
understand that John Conyers is up for the same charge as well.
Who is?
John Conyers.
John Conyers, Congressman.
John
Yeah.
Conyers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congressman Conyers. Really?
Yes.
Well,
Who did
you
he
know
harass?
what? Listen, everybody could probably be accused
Everybody,
of
all
something.
men.
Yeah, it's the whirlpool. Everybody's
Yeah.
going down the drain.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
he's 90 years old.
yeah.
He'd have to shoot Viagra and a needle in his arm to get it up.
So yeah, I
Newt
mean,
Gingrich is
it's
cool.
ridiculous now. It's you know,
Highland
and-
Park, Michigan.
and it speaks volume of the people that are complaining. They must be destitute, in need of something.
Yeah.
If it's nothing
Yeah,
else
that's
other
crazy.
than attention.
No, it's all this therapy that people are going through. This is the way they get through it.
Yeah.
Out to,
You
Oh,
have to
that's- oh,
you have to
Lord.
admit
30
it.
years
You have
later.
to expose it and
Yeah.
yeah, right. Smoke a
You gotta
joint and
get-
be cool.
He would defend Jeffrey Dahmer. Well, he was probably malnutritioned as a child, and that's why he had to eat people.
So what do you think of Manson? Manson is gone now.
Let him
Yeah,
die.
he's
Leave
free.
him
He
alone.
finally released from
Leave
prison.
him alone. Let him stay dead. Like he got a choice. He's not even. That's somebody's not even worth mentioning.
You know the guy that played Bill Cosby's father on the Cosby Show? He died yesterday too.
Oh man.
What's his name?
The older brother with the white hair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
played the-
Mr.
he played the grandfather.
Earl Hyman.
Yeah, he passed away yesterday, but it was lost in the Charlie Rose,
Yeah.
Charlie Manson, all that got lost.
Yep. That's true.
Yeah.
And also, Earl Hyman was the cousin of Phyllis Hyman.
Is that right?
That's right.
Oh
Yes.
man.
I didn't know that.
You know, I saw her titty
She
in
committed
Charlotte.
suicide,
Her
didn't
titty
she?
fell out at the Ovens Auditorium singing.
Jesus, Apollo.
Come
Clean it up.
on.
It did. She was singing and her titty fell out on
Yeah.
stage, and she just kept singing and pushed it right back in her dress. and
That's
said-
my girl.
And finished
Hey,
the song.
now that's
like nothing.
professional.
That was
That's
a tig old
professional.
bitty.
Yeah. I love me some Phyllis
And then
Hyman.
after the song, she said, "Well, I'm sure y'all seen one of them before, and I'm sure you've heard this one before," and went right into
There
the
you
next
go.
song.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's
A
it.
true professional.
And why everybody
Exactly.
was trouble
Show
when Janet Jackson tit came out?
Now
So
every
much
time I
going
see
on.
a titty, I say, every time I see a tig old bitty, I start singing, "Old friend." Oh.
Me,
That's
you
a
the
good
fool.
Yeah, he is.
Beautiful.
He's certified. Got no sense at all. Zero.
Less sense than an ATM machine.
That's right. That's right. Oh
Alrighty,
boy!
man.
Oh boy! Well, that's kind of the way the show rolls. It's the cast of characters, and y'all are all of them. I just sit back in and maestro this thing, stir it up a little bit, and let y'all go at it. So okay,
There's a
okay,
vice
all right. Now let's change the subject here. All right. So what's going to be on your table for Thanksgiving?
Gumbo.
Are you cooking?
No, I'm not cooking. The gumbo's gonna be on the table.
Hey, Spy Boy, if somebody shows up at your house, what do you do to the gumbo?
Nothing. Serve it in the bowl
You
with the rice.
baptize the gumbo. You ain't no real Nolan resident.
baptize it?
New Orleans.
How do you
You got to
baptize?
baptize the gumbo
How
if
do you do that?
unexpected company shows up. You pour another cup of water in it.
No, man. You don't
That's
do
called
all that, man.
stretching.
What are you talking about?
That's called baptizing the gumbo. If unexpected company
never
comes.
been- you
I
never
lived
been
in
to New Orleans.
Louisiana.
You don't know about it.
Lee and Carol showed up, baptized the gumbo.
That's just stretching it. That
I
means
know.
you didn't
Has
have
he
enough
ever heard
gumbo.
that term before?
Never. No, I have not.
Spy Boy, you ever heard it called
No.
baptize the gumbo?
Nope.
So you hang with white
Must be
folk.
must
that's
be
the
Yankees up north. Must be the Yankees up north.
Them there Yankees.
No, that came from straight Louisiana coon ass.
Yeah, that's northern Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's
May well be Texas.
I ain't messing with
Coon
that.
ass.
See that
Man.
that's just somebody that didn't make enough gumbo. So baptizing it means they put some water in it to stretch it for the extra people. So it ain't gonna taste as good. That's all that is. That's just making
Probably gonna have
more
the same
gumbo.
thing for Christmas,
Yeah.
New Year's,
Yep.
and Easter too.
Yep.
Okay.
But y'all have a gumbo.
That's
But
over.
they have a gumbo.
I love gumbo. I love it.
Yeah, my wife makes a mean pot of gumbo too, man. It's all good.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
But we
so
have the traditional turkey for Thanksgiving over here in
Okay.
Marietta.
Marietta,
Macaroni
Georgia.
Hey,
Marietta, California.
I need to go. Y'all have a good one, all right?
Who's that? Spy
Take
Boy, you
care.
checking out?
Yeah.
All right,
yeah, I
buddy.
gotta check out.
Well, if we don't talk to you
Yeah.
beforehand, happy Thanksgiving to you and be safe.
Happy Thanksgiving, Spy
Hope you
Boy.
feel
All
good.
right.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, Spy Boy.
Yep.
Happy
Everybody, happy holidays.
Thank you.
And be safe.
Absolutely. So that's all right. So that might provide a little less echo for you echo heads. Okay. So Apollo, what's your table look like?
I don't cook. I go to my relatives. I done invited 3 times, and at 12 noon, 3 o'clock, and 6 o'clock.
Oh,
So
you
I
gonna
will
be- you gonna be looking
by
like a-
7 o'clock. I'll be in
Oh.
itis mode.
Yeah, you'll be.
Big baller shot caller.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be drooling on myself, watching football, watching me.
Yeah, exactly. You'll be drooling on the floor.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go get a plate here, get a plate there, and holler.
You gonna take something to go?
Yeah, I got to bring my doggy some turkey meat.
So what do you expect to be on the table at the 3 places you're gonna go to?
They'll have ham and turkey and cranberry sauce and cornbread casserole and all that shit. Whatever they bring. I don't know, but it's traditional turkey, cranberry sauce, and.
Do
mashed
you take?
potatoes
Are you
and
going to take
barbecue.
something to the party or?
I asked them what should I bring. They said bring yourself. So
His appetite. There you go.
Appetite.
they know I'm a single divorced bachelor. All my kids are grown. What the hell I'm gonna cook something for?
Well, you could go by the store and pick up something.
I go to Golden Corral. They put a Thanksgiving buffet out. Yeah,
Just bring a couple bottles of apple cider and you good.
You good? Yeah.
you know. I hope it ain't went hard.
You know I
DUI going over there.
you know what I like from Honey Baked Ham. They've got a cranberry sauce with the walnuts in it. Ooh, Lord, that's
I don't
so
eat
good.
no ham.
I don't eat the ham, but I'm just saying.
Don't eat no swine, brother.
Right. That's cranberry
Don't serve no
sauce.
swine before it's time.
I eat the turkey they have. They have turkey over there too.
I was doing a
I ate
remote
the hell out of some
barbecue
swine. That
joint
was a
in
joke.
Lexington, North Carolina, and it was the guy was like, "Please stress the fact that we start the smoking this pork at 6 in the morning, and we don't have it ready till dinner time. So stress that it's slow smoked all day." And I'm like,
Right.
"All right, I'll figure out a way to do it." And I'm trying to get out of the break. I'm like, "Come on by, see us. We're broadcasting live. Hickory Pig Barbecue. They slow roast this starting at 6 a.m. That's right, Hickory Pig. They will serve no swine."
Before it's time.
He said, no, don't call my food swine. Don't do that. I said, too late. Done did it. Too late.
Yeah, that's funny. Okay, so who's left? Chris.
So let's see. The traditional turkey, my mom's great homemade meat dressing that her mother made and passed on to her. So it's just been a staple in my household. We also got, cranberry sauce and cornbread.
What's in a meat dressing?
I was getting ready to ask the same
you put
question.
in-
Wow.
Yeah, you put it. Well, yeah, not only meat, but you put in different types of meat. You put in like turkey and you put in some pork and some hot
The
sauce.
meat
that
from
you
the
just mix
giblet,
all up.
you know that little thing that come in the bag. You
Yeah.
boil it and that goes in
all
there
that combined
Yeah.
with cornbread and some other seasonings.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
It is,
You,
yeah.
you can
It
eat that
does.
by itself. That's how
Right.
good it is.
Yeah.
and get
Yeah.
full.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
You know,
Man.
my grandmother used to take the Pepperidge Farm, you know that Pepperidge Farm
Yeah,
dressing?
cornbread
And she
dressing,
would,
right?
and she would take all the drippings from the turkey and mix in with it and
That's
make
right.
these patties and then bake them. And they were like cooked. They were called dressing pat. Man, them some bitches were so good. I used to hide
Oh,
them.
yeah.
I used to hide some so nobody would eat them all.
Like dressing pancakes, it sounds like.
Yeah. That's good. That's
Somebody's
good
phone
stuff.
ringing.
Now,
It'll stop.
a lot of people
Oh.
don't like cranberry sauce. Are you guys cranberry sauce eaters? I've noticed
Oh,
several
absolutely.
of
I
you
love home.
mentioned.
I don't like that shit in a can that looks like Jello, but I like homemade cranberry sauce
Yeah.
with real cranberries in it.
Well,
That
go-
damn gelatin, I don't like that.
Right. Go buy Honey Baked Ham. They got a good jar of it. It's really good.
I've tried that, Lee.
You know what I do? I go get me some of that and I put it on some vanilla ice cream. Ooh.
Oh shit. Oh, okay.
Ooh, boy, because it's got
Oh, okay.
walnuts. If you're not allergic to nuts, these nuts, then
Damn, you beat me to it, goddammit. You beat me to it. I'm too slow. I'm
got
too
him.
slow. I'm getting ready to say that.
Damn.
you put some of that on some ice cream, man. You got yourself some.
All right.
Back when I used to smoke weed, boy, I was hungry one night. I went downstairs and got me some ice cream sandwiches and put 4 of them in
Back
a
when you
plate.
say?
Back when, yeah.
And,
Last
and
week.
then I rubbed some strawberry preserves over top of them damn ice cream sandwiches, and then put some syrup on top of that, and then
Oh.
put whipped cream on top of that.
Oh, damn.
You was
That
out of the
shit was
motherfucker, wasn't you?
And I sprinkled some peanuts on top of it.
Oh, no. That's pretty
That
gross.
shit was good as hell.
No, it wasn't. You were high as hell.
That
You
shit
was
tastes
high
like
as hell.
heaven.
Shit,
I
you was
went
Eiffel
back down and
Tower.
got
You was
some
Eiffel
more.
Tower high.
Yeah, he was roasted.
Yeah.
That shit was good.
Yeah.
Try that.
Boy.
Ice cream
never
sandwich
gonna
with
try
some
that.
strawberry preserves and some syrup and whipped cream and peanuts.
And then you went
That's a
straight to the
Sunday.
hospital because you were an instant
Hell
diabetic.
no, I went straight
I
to
was
the
gonna say,
bathroom
it's
after
diabetic
that.
shock. Shit.
Yep, that's right. That's too much sugar
that-
there, boy.
I don't have
satellite high.
diabetes.
Diabetes.
Hit it, Chris. You do it better.
Diabetes.
Call my friends at Liberty Medical. They'll help you
Oh,
live a better life.
All right,
Oh,
so
damn.
now
Nah,
to bring
you
this
suffer
back,
from diabetes.
let's bring this back around. Carol, what's on your table for Thanksgiving?
Oh, the traditional.
Yeah.
Crazy
Now,
Korean.
how do you do your turkey? Do you
I shoot it up the night
Korean
before.
turkey.
shoot it up?
You shoot it up.
Shit, well,
Say
you got
what?
a crazy turkey
What, you got
too.
heroin?
We got a crazy
No,
turkey. You want the crazy people in the house, huh?
I put a syringe in.
Is that why the wings are laying on in the bottom of
No,
the bag?
actually, most people that
His
eat my
wings fell
turkeys
off.
say it's one of the best they've
Oh,
ever
yeah.
Turkey
eaten.
nodding out at the
Yeah, the
table.
turkey's knocked out.
I mean, you ate my
Turkey laid the fuck out.
Yeah, turkey. As I remember, the turkey was good and it was juicy. And
All them years
very
we thought it was
good flavor.
L-tryptophan. It was heron in the turkey. Made us
No,
nod.
Didn't you put it in the oven, Carol?
a lot of people do that.
Yeah,
They
I think
put-
most
shoot
people-
their
Everybody going to
turkey out.
Carol's house.
Yeah.
No, I shoot my
Exactly.
turkey up,
I'm
and
not
it goes in the
cooking
deep
this
fryer.
year.
You're not cooking?
No,
No?
Oh, you deep fry the turkey. That's good. I'm
no,
not
I
fried
don't
turkey.
deep fry it.
Just like Carol said, you shoot it up with the syringe,
Yeah,
and you rub it with some Cajun rub. And
Some
load
KY.
it down.
What do you say?
Cajun.
Cajun.
and put it in a bag.
We know what your
You
mind
really
is.
shooting it up with
Yeah.
KY. I ain't eating at Alfo's house.
Goes into the deep fryer,
Yeah.
and in less than an hour or just over an hour, man, that fella come up out of there and lasts about 30 minutes.
So I just
Gone.
like the traditional where you cook it for a long time and dressing inside.
Slow cook it.
Yeah, I like it
Basically
slow
paint it
cooked.
with a paintbrush.
Well, if that's the case, you should smoke it. You talking about slow?
Yeah.
cook.
No, I
Stuff
I
that
just
dressing
like
on the
it the
inside of it?
old-fashioned way, but I do
Yeah,
put
in
it
the
in a
oven.
bag.
Yeah, you got to put it in a
Yeah,
bag.
put it in the bag.
Cooking
in
bag.
old fashioned.
Yeah.
It,
Keeps
well,
it
juicy.
juicy.
In the
basically
bag.
steams it.
Yeah, it kind of keeps
Yeah.
it juicy.
But
Yeah.
I'm making the macaroni and cheese, and
Now, how do you make your macaroni and cheese, Carol?
I
wanna
use all
hear your
kinds,
recipe.
every cheese basically. I even
Yeah.
use cottage
Do you
cheese.
do you cook your do you cook your
Did you say
macaroni
cottage
first
cheese?
and boil it?
I don't boil
And
it
then-
for long because it's going to cook more when you put it in the oven. Mm-hmm. So I don't
not much,
cook
though.
it long. But
Do you put any
people like
do you
it.
put any soup in it before you cook it? Mixed soup in with the noodles?
No,
See,
absolutely
I use a
not.
can of cream of chicken or cream of mushroom.
Cheddar cheese.
Yeah, well, I
Cheddar
use cream of
cheese.
I use
mushroom and
cheddar
cream of
cheese.
chicken.
I use cheddar.
And then I put a
use,
layer of pasta and then cheese and pasta and cheese. I use different cheeses too. But I like a lot on the top so it gets
Right,
brown
a lot
on
of
the
cheese.
top.
A lot of cheese.
Yeah.
You're
I
damn
think I
right.
make a pretty good
What?
one. I get
I'd be
asked all
back.
the
I had
time.
to
Apollo,
go
you
get some
sound like
damn
you were making-
X-Lax.
Apollo, it sounds like you were making lasagna.
Yeah,
Put a little bacon in
No,
it.
you just put a layer of that, and you put a bunch of cheese and another layer and a bunch of cheese. It is basically it's oven baked macaroni. You
No,
gotta
I
put it in the
know.
oven.
Yeah.
Here's a twist.
Oh, I get
Here's
that.
a twist, Apollo.
Mm-hmm.
Put it in the smoker. Put it in the smoker.
I like when you put it in the refrigerator after you cut you a big block of it and put it in the microwave. Mm-hmm. Lord, I'll be backed up for 2 weeks, boy. I eat macaroni and cheese. Had to get some X-Lax brownies and eat that.
Now, what about the yams? You guys into
Little
yams?
TMI there, buddy. TMI.
I
We
like
save
the sweet potato
I save the
casserole
sweet
when they
potatoes
make.
for pie.
Yeah, I like sweet
pie.
potato pie now. My
I'm not
grandma
going-
used to kill that
The
sweet
yams,
potato pie.
they can hold off the yams, okay?
That's right.
I love yams. I like the pie.
See, I
too.
can eat with Alfo. Alfo know how to eat now. Shit.
Tell them.
Now, what about mashed
Everybody
potatoes
playing?
and gravy?
Mashed potatoes, no.
No?
Nah,
backing off. We backing off. Got enough sauce with the yams.
Anytime.
No mashed
Yeah, that's
potatoes
right.
and
Oh,
gravy?
I make mashed
Hell no.
potatoes.
Hell yeah, man.
Gravy goes with the dressing.
You know,
Gravy
that's
goes
the,
with the
this is
turkey.
a
Well, yeah,
feast.
I'll put gravy on my collard greens. Are you kidding me?
You put gravy on your cornflakes. I
That's
ain't
right.
saying nothing.
I put gravy on everything. I'm the gravy man.
All right.
Yeah.
So now, are you going to Vegas, or are you going to?
I don't know yet. I
I
haven't
know
heard from my
Josefa
son.
was cooking.
You don't know. It's Tuesday, guys.
No, I'm waiting for my son because he may be going to Chicago for some more medical stuff, and so I don't know where I'm going at this point. I might be out on the damn block, homeless.
He'll probably be
Or
out
in the
driving.
Uber home.
You'll never be homeless.
Or in the Uber homeless.
That's right. I'll be out there driving to work. No
No,
doubt.
But I am going to make a turkey from my house.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I'm going somewhere, I'm going to buy a small one.
Now, if you go to Vegas, I can get you a deal at the Mandalay Bay now. They got some good deals out there on the road.
I'd stay at my son's house. I don't even be in no damn
the
You
hotel.
got the shooters. Yeah, they give you the shooter suite now.
That's funny.
with the boarded up window.
No, I
Yeah.
ain't going up in there. No way.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Damn, man. Come on now.
No, I'd stay at my son's house so I can hang out with my granddaughters. I got 2
You
granddaughters.
got good draft in there. Get good air, fresh air.
Yeah, right. Pigeons flying in, seagulls.
Alfred Hitchcock Thanksgiving.
Right. Crows flying
Birds.
Damn, I feel bad for laughing, but that shit's funny.
in. Yeah, it's pretty sick.
It's sick, man. It is sick with
Pretty
a capital
sick.
S.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, it sounds like you guys going to, have a good time, and the food is going to be flowing, and
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My wife makes
I
it
need
better
that
than...
meat. I need that meat recipe, Chris. That shit's.
I
That
can't
sounds
believe
good.
I can't
Don't
believe
that
you
sound
never had
good?
that. That's
Never.
pretty
Like
traditional.
that.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah.
That's a staple.
Really. I can see when I was coming up, I always saw my dad like get a separate plate
Mm-hmm.
and eat it before the dinner. And so I'm like, and for years he always did that. Now I
Sure.
started to get into it. And I was like, I don't know, about 10 or 11. I'm like, say now I get it. That's a separate meal, all by itself before you have
Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
you get a little bowl of that just to warm up the
That's
belly.
appetizer. That's
Exactly.
appetizer right
Yeah,
there,
man.
man.
Right.
Yeah.
You-
That just sounds good right there.
You
Right
get
there, right there.
the turkey neck in there, and they cook it, and the meat comes off the bone, and
Yes, sir.
a couple of slices of turkey. And now I don't know that I ever had it with the sausage in it as well, but that sounds
That
Oh, you
sounds
don't put
that sounds like
sausage in your-
jambalaya kind of, you know.
in,
I put sausage in mine when you ate
in the
it.
gravy.
Oh, no, I
We're talking
put the
gravy.
giblets in there.
Yeah. Well, that goes into.
But the sausage would probably be good in the gravy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I thought I
Damn.
solved the
Y'all making me hungry.
What kind of
down
desserts are y'all
pitfall
having?
Yeah. What about the desserts?
of all of that food.
Oh, man.
Somebody will bake me a German chocolate cake, so I'm down to sweet potato pie, cream cheese cake and sweet potato pie. If I can find a carrot cake somewhere, I'll do it. But
No, you need to stay
my
away from
ex-wife
all that,
refuses to
man.
make me a German chocolate cake.
No, that's,
Sweet potato pie with Cool Whip on it.
Yeah.
My wife is making sweet potato pie, butter cake, and what she calls a better than sex cake.
Better than
It is,
sex.
it is
Well, I love
the, it is
butter
the
cake.
bomb. It is the
Pound
bomb.
cake will do too.
No,
It's
what?
chocolate and more chocolate and more chocolate.
Oh,
It's, oh man, it's,
Oh.
my aunt Mercedes used to make it before she died, bless her soul.
Mhm.
And my wife got the recipe, and she's been making it for me every now and then when I'm a good boy.
Mm.
So
You need
it's
2
all good,
napkins,
man.
one for your mouth and one to wipe that pre-cum off when you bite into it.
You got it, baby.
Okay, so Laura Rice is saying dessert honey cream sweet potato. Is that a pie?
Laura Rice sent a. Didn't she send it to you about Leon's Barbecue opening his third?
Yeah, like I'm
location?
excited about that.
Yeah, I
right?
caught that. Yeah.
Why you didn't
Well,
like it?
And I had to ask her, what happened to the locations on 59th and Racine and 79th and Stony? She wrote back, they're closed. But I used to deliver to the one on 79th and Stony.
Uh-huh.
And I used to deliver to the one on 59th and Racine and the one on 45th and Archer.
Well, they've been
And I
closed
gotta
for
tell
years, haven't they?
What?
Those Leon Barbecue.
The one on 79th and Stony, they were having a problem with stealing. And the grandson came in, and he discovered that even the people who was bringing them the wood was double charging them. And the people they would buy 25 cases of rib tips a week,
Uh-huh.
every week. And he was telling me that some weeks they would only use 10.
But
But next week they'd buy 25. And the week after that they'd buy 20. Man, they were stealing Leon's blind because Leon wasn't there.
now you're
So-
talking the old man, the original, the dad?
Leon Finney Jr., Leon Finney Sr., whoever Leon started out with, he
Well,
passed it on. When
Senior
Junior
passed
took
it on
over.
to his son,
Junior,
Leon Jr., who's a
Leon
preacher.
Finney Jr. used to be the head of
Right.
the TWO organization.
Right.
And I worked in the store there I managed the store there at 63rd and Cottage Grove.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to tell you, when I started delivering bread to the Leons on 79th and Stony, and this guy started, because I was trying to, ease up to him so he could tell me what the secret was, and then I saw what the secret was.
Steal from yourself?
No, the way they smoked the rib tips
Oh,
and the meats and all
okay.
of that. That's a serious. You got to watch the oven and keep it at a certain temperature.
Right.
The whole 9 yards.
Definitely a process, for sure.
45th and Archer.
Yeah, so
I
all
started-
of them have been closed for years. So Leon,
No.
Reverend Leon, are you?
The Leon's on 45th and Archer has been open. I tell you, Lee, I used to deliver to that one.
right?
The one on Stony, 79th and Stony, now that one's been closed, and 59th and Racine, because I haven't worked in over 10 years, and that's when last I saw they were open.
Well, I'm confused because when I worked for Reverend Finney there at Urban Broadcast Media, I got the impression that they were all closed. So if there was one open in 2013, I think that might not have been owned by them. He may have sold that or licensed it to somebody else.
Right, it might have been a franchise. It
Yeah.
could very well be.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I used to deliver, and I got to tell you, for a couple of loaves of raisin bread, man, I'd get rib tips and hot links combined. I'd be throwing the gristle out the truck window,
Riding
trying to
down
get
the street.
trying to get the seagulls to fly down on the street and pick it up, so a
God.
car would hit them.
You make the seagulls commit suicide in the middle of the street.
Seagulls slicked it, and no seagull was ever hit.
Wow.
I've seen them come down, and it was almost, you gonna get hit.
Nope.
And seagull
They
suspended
swoop
in
that
air.
thing up and keep on rolling.
And, no, he suspended in there and wait for that car to pass.
Right.
And he swooped on down and got it. I said, I'll be
They're
there.
intelligent, man.
Probably like a
And
hummingbird.
moved my truck and moved on.
Yep. They call them flying rats.
Well, I gotta tell
I
you,
see them at McDonald's hanging out by the dumpster all the time.
that's
You-
me.
Yeah.
Trying to get a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
When they
you
throw
throwing
out
away
that
there? Come
dated
here.
meat.
What you throwing
Come
away
here.
there?
Hey, Alfo, I went to McDonald's the other night and ordered a fish sandwich I told them to add tomato and cheese on it. And I got it, and there was no tomato or cheese on it. I went to the man, I said, this shit ain't got, and he said, okay. He threw it in the trash and ordered another one. I'm
Right.
like, hell, you could have let me keep that one. And my homeboy that was with me, he started laughing. And like, ha, they messed your order up. Well, he ordered the 2 cheeseburger combo. You get the 2 cheeseburgers a drink. This fool get to the table, ain't no meat on either one of his cheeseburgers. It's just a cheese sandwich. I said, damn, they didn't put the meat on you. I swear to God, he had bread and piece of cheese and
a grilled
pickles.
cheese sandwich, huh?
Man,
It
I
wasn't
ain't
even
messed with
grilled.
McDonald's years.
Dude, I hate McDonald's.
The only
I don't
time I
fuck
go
with
in there and get me
McDonald's
a mocha frappuccino or whatever, a frappy, I'll get
You
one of
guys are
those.
making me hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
And I went to Wendy's the other night and got a double. I said, I want the double with no tomato. And I don't want any pickles or ketchup on it. Just lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise, bacon, and cheese.
Uh-huh.
No pickles, no ketchup. And I get home, and all the motherfucker had on it was pickles and ketchup.
Well, see, see,
I used to work at a
you
burger
made too
joint.
much noise about what you didn't
Right.
want.
Right.
Exactly.
I
used
said,
to
no
work at a
pickles,
burger
no
joint.
ketchup.
We'd slide a hot pepper under the patty, the meat patty.
Oh.
We'd slide a hot pepper.
Yeah. And I'd have slid my sack on your tonsils if you did that to mine.
Y'all are sick. Well, that's the problem with fast
Man.
food joints, man. They got
Yeah.
people in there that
And
don't
you
pay
know when I
attention.
get home,
Yeah, don't get
and I'm
one
so
of them
pissed.
mad because you won't know what
Yeah,
they're
they
going to
can
blow
tell
on
you.
you.
You
But they put put in
They'll
your
rub
food, man.
nuts on your meat.
That's why
Oh,
I'm
no,
always nice. I'm always nice to
yeah.
people who are serving me my food, even if I
And
don't
I go
like
in
it.
and try to watch them. Shit, I don't drive by. I go inside and see what they cooking.
That's
Yeah.
why
How
you
they
go to
cooking.
Waffle House so you can see what they are.
Now, man, what was
No,
it?
that's
Where
fine.
did we go? Denny's. And I
Denny's.
ordered a burger. I don't eat
Denny's.
burgers off. They forgot to
Denny's.
put the burger in, huh, Lynn?
Sure did.
Lee.
Denny's.
No burger.
No burger. I
There's
was
a veggie
starting. I
sandwich.
thought something ain't right.
Yeah.
You know what their motto is, Carol?
What?
Cause it's late.
Yeah. I like when Bill Hicks said he was sitting in the Waffle House at like 3 a.m. And he was reading a book and waiting for the waitress, and the waitress walks up and is chewing her gum. "What are you reading for?" He said, "Wait a minute. What am I reading for? Not what am I reading, but what am I reading? Why do I read books? Wow, nobody's ever asked me that. Maybe so that I don't end up being a fucking waffle waitress. That's why I read books. How about that?"
Bill Hicks. Is that a comedian
He
Bill
was a
Hicks that
comedian.
passed
Yeah.
away?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
passed away of
Man,
cancer.
oh, Bill Hicks was, man, you know what? This is what I liked about David Letterman. He appeared on Letterman
I'm leaving.
once, Bill Hicks, and Letterman had edited out his routine altogether. He said it was kind of offensive, and he years later apologized about that. Invited his mother on after Bill passed away, and on the show with his mother there on the panel, sitting next to him, he aired the whole bit.
Oh yeah,
that
Bill
Bill
was a
did. And
brilliant. He was a
He was
brilliant
way ahead of
comedian.
his time. Yes, he was. Yes,
I go back and watch him to this day. To this day. Yeah.
and he's still relevant. Still relevant.
Yeah, yeah. He said, "How many of y'all think drugs are bad?" And people start screaming. And he said, "Okay, I'll tell you what you do tonight when you go home and leave this show. Go to your house and go in your record collection and all the good shit, all the just the classics, burn them. Because without drugs, you would have had none of that. Because you had to be high to write 'We All Live in a Yellow Submarine.' I mean, nobody sober wrote that shit."
Yeah, they were toasted.
Like
And then he
reading-
lights his cigarette, and he says, "How many of y'all don't think smoking is bad?" And he's like, "Well, fuck you. Guess what? I got news. You too are gonna die, and you probably will go out of here today and get hit by a salad truck. But I'm gonna enjoy my life."
That's one of those guys that's got all the answers and justification for his own bad behavior.
I want to look like I've had fun when I die. I want him looking in the casket like, "Damn, that motherfucker looks like shit. God damn." He had fun, though. He ate cheeseburgers with Alfo, drank liquor with Lee.
No, you
smoked
drink no
weed
liquor with
Carol.
me. You know,
Shit.
any friend of mine know that he ain't drinking no liquor with Lee, and he ain't smoking no dope and shooting up or none of that shit with me. I ain't the guy. Now, once upon a time, we might have been able to do a little something, but not now. No, I've been clean for a long time. I've been so clean, man. The toilet paper company want to buy me. That's how
I had a
clean
man
I am.
say to him, you feel like a damn fool in the hospital dying of nothing.
That's right.
So there you go. You gotta die of something. So enjoy yourself.
Well, I believe in that, but I'm gonna do everything
like
I
you
can
said,
to live
You gotta
longer.
be doing something when you die.
One
Yeah.
good thing about being clean, I have found, is when you're clean, you can sell your piss for $50 a cup for people that are trying to get jobs. I done sold my piss a couple times.
Oh, really?
My homeboy come up, "Man, will you pee in this cup for me? I got to take a drug." I'm like, "Yeah, I'll do it." And then one day he, "Man, will you pee in this cup?" I'm like, "How much does this job pay?" "Shit, it's $40,000 a year." I'm like, "Shit, you gonna have to give me $50 for this piss then, because without my piss, you can't get that job." So, $50 a cup. He tapes it up under his nuts, keeps it warm, goes in there and pours it in the little cup.
You're making that up. You don't do.
I swear to
Have you
God,
really?
I ain't making that up. No, I'm swear to God.
Really?
I piss on a little Malox bottle that he got, like a little small one, like them single serving. He just tapes it. He puts it up under his nuts, and because the women don't watch him, they just say, "Go in here and pee."
Yeah, go in the bathroom and
Now, if you on probation, when I was a teenager, I had to pit. They had a little stall you walk into, and it had mirrors wrapped around it.
Oh.
And the probation officer would stand behind you. He could see your junk in the mirror.
Oh,
Make sure
no.
you were really peeing.
How you know about
So
that?
I used to
You on
masturbate
probation?
before I would go. Yeah, I used to masturbate before I would go, and then when I would pee, it would have all the little stuff floating in it, just to aggravate him.
No.
That's a little TMI, dog. Damn.
I'm going to interrupt you guys. If I don't come back, is it tomorrow?
What?
If I'm not back here tomorrow, I'll have a happy Thanksgiving. I have
All
to
right,
take
Carol.
my
God
granddaughter
bless you.
to the dentist.
All
I need to
right.
go, too.
Happy
All right.
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, Carol.
They're all saying happy Thanksgiving to you.
Oh, you can bring Carol in now, Chris.
Good night, John boy.
She said you can bring the other Carol in now, Chris.
I'll bring you back dinner.
Okay.
Oh, happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Don't touch the turkey. Don't have the turkey.
Okay.
Don't have the turkey touch you.
No, I don't think so. All right.
Don't be choking your chicken. Tossing your turkey.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Thanksgiving. I'm not sure where I'm going to have dinner this time, but I'll find some somewhere, I'm sure.
Well, Gail King didn't waste no time throwing Charlie Rose under the bus today,
What'd she say?
Yeah, I saw that, man. Yeah.
and that Sarah and O'Donnell. Both of them
What did they say?
said shit on him.
Really?
Let's see. It says here, Carol says it's deeply disturbing, and he will not get a pass from her or anyone in this room. And what's her name? O'Donnell said, let me be very clear. There is no excuse for his behavior. It's systematic and pervasive, and I've been doing a lot of listening. Women cannot achieve equality in the workplace until there is a reckoning and a taking of responsibility. Well, hell, you and Gail sit right there at the damn desk with them. What you mean equality? I mean, I don't understand what they're talking about.
All right, Paul. Let me ask you this then: do you think that's more so them or CS?
I don't know, but they gotta have a right to their own opinion. And I mean, if CBS is telling them to say that, then
I don't
that's
think that. No,
propaganda.
I don't think CBS is telling them. I think that's out of their own mouth. And
Well,
maybe,
what I think would be the right thing to say is at this point, these are merely allegations. If it comes out to be true, I would be shocked, and it would be unacceptable behavior. But at this point, let's see what happens. Because
Well,
these are just allegations, which are coming on the coattail of 6 months of allegations, which has opened a floodgate of allegations, and I don't know that all of them
Exactly.
can be true.
well, here's
Exactly.
here's the thing: when people that you are working around come out and start co-signing, then chances are that person was a jerk around them as well. So that's when that kind of stuff comes out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I just don't know. I just don't know where the line of her. I mean, if I say, "Damn, girl, you looking good today," oh, that's harassment. That shit started about 1993. You had to start going to these seminars and sign this paper saying, "I attended the sexual harassment seminar through Beasley Media Group," and I was the
Yeah, most of the
That's
major companies did
inappropriate.
that, and it's probably a good
Huh?
thing because it was out of control in a lot of the environments that we all worked
Yeah, I
in.
worked with PDs that screwed every one of his female employees at some point.
Yeah, well, that's
He
not
only
cool.
hired pretty women.
That's not cool.
And his excuse was, "We need pretty people working here because they." I'm like, yeah, now I realize. No,
So he could screw them, but that's not
Yeah,
cool.
well, yeah.
Laura, what's up?
No, it's not cool.
So here's the deal. Charlie Rose has already asked for an apology. He has already admitted that he did this. So you guys need to get off of this and say you don't know if it's true. Charlie Rose has already said it's true. It's in the Washington Post. And I just posted the quote from Charlie Rose, and I'm going to put the link up. So he's admitted it. So y'all need to, stop victimizing the women who obviously have already gone through this.
Right. I
You
agree
know,
on
you
this
have
one.
to think about
Well, I
it.
didn't see that.
Would
I
you
didn't know
say-
that. So
would
thank
you
you for
say
sharing
this
that
to your
with me.
mother?
Don't get
Would
mad.
you
I
say
didn't know
these
he had
things-
issued an apology. So
Yeah,
I-
but would you say you
I
guys
wasn't
gonna-
victimizing the women, but what I was
Well,
saying
no,
is,
you're saying they should have come out here. They should have come out and said something there. People take their time when they've been victimized. You can't put a schedule on women when they'll come out. Sometimes you think you're the only one. You're isolated in a situation. Women are embarrassed. They don't want to talk about it.
If I'm raped, I'm going to the hospital and do a rape kit that night. I'm not waiting 20 years to come out about it.
Well, Laura, I'm glad you called because I'd like to hear the female perspective. I pulled the noise down here because you're on that dirty line.
I'm not going to wait 30 years.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Do you think because of all of the allegations that have come out on so many different people, both men and women, do you think this will change how people deal with this type of behavior when they're, disrespected, going through rape or sexual harassment, et cetera, et cetera? Do you think things will change now, and will people not wait and they'll come out sooner? Do you think that will be what we see?
One, I hope that it's changed the landscape of the work environment, one. Number two, we've got to separate sexual harassment from rape. They're different. So, I mean, this whole thing, and we've got to separate also Roy Moore from everybody else, because you're talking about children there. And I think a lot of this stuff is coming up as a distraction to what Trump is doing as well. Not saying that Charlie Rose did not do what he did, because he obviously confessed that he did, and he apologized for it.
Right.
And
so what did he do? Because I'm not even clear as to what. Do you know what he actually did? Because I'm not even.
He rode with some of the women that he worked with, some of the young interns or young producers, put his hands on their thighs as they rode up to Long Island as they traveled. He was interviewing women, went into the shower, came out in his bathrobe with nothing on underneath, with the bathrobe open. I mean, the Washington Post article really examined Charlie Rose's behavior over the years. And unfortunately, these women didn't speak up sooner. Now, that's one thing I will say about that. I agree with you to some extent, Apollo, in terms of timing. Like, everybody wants to jump on the bandwagon now, and part of it is because it's a matter of people feeling more comfortable, or that there's a space for them to share what has happened to them. Because many times women think, well, nobody will believe Charlie Rose. He's powerful. No one will believe a Roy Moore. He's a powerful figure. So women sometimes say, you know what, I'm going to suck it up, not literally on some dick, but I'm going to suck it up and push it down and just keep, no pun intended, but keep moving. A lot of women feel that way. But if you guys think about the way you all talk on this show about women and your sexual organs, I mean, quite frankly, I feel harassed sometimes.
But you keep coming back.
This is true. I do.
I
do. Yeah. But that's a choice, and these women do have a choice.
And
walking
it's
away
done
from
in a comedic way. It's not done in a literal harassing way.
I know. I know it's done in a comedic way. But see, where I have a choice to listen to you or not to listen to you, my livelihood is not at stake. Some of these women feel that they don't have an option. I can turn you guys off. I can call in and share my opinion freely.
And if you go to a guy's hotel room at 2 o'clock in the morning or at any time, and he comes to the door in his robe and his wing wang is hanging out, you have the option at that point to turn around and say, no, thank you, I'm not coming into your room under any circumstances. The job is not that important to me, or whatever promises I'm hoping for, it's not going to happen tonight, not up in here. But many of these women, and I'm just saying common sense needs to kick in. And at that point in time, that woman needs to say, thanks, no thanks. I'm out of here.
Oh, trench coat Charlie.
Well, wait a minute, though, Lee. Let's even get to the point of who in her right mind goes up to a hotel room at 2 o'clock in the morning not knowing what the deal already is.
Right.
I mean, that's the same thing with the whole Bill Cosby thing. This is what I have a problem with a lot of the women.
And the Louis C.K. thing.
You do, and Louis C.K. and Harvey Weinstein. Do not go up to a man's hotel room. You know what it is. Stop it before it happens.
That's right.
Period.
Correct.
Hey, there's a reason ain't nobody said Billy Graham sexually harassed him, because for his entire life he would never be in the room with a woman that wasn't his wife by himself. He would always have someone else. Even when he was counseling women, he would have another person in the room with him at all times.
Absolutely.
Mark. with
Well,
policy.
Mike Pence.
But that doesn't
But I
mean
mean,
he
no.
didn't
I mean,
do
as a
anything
minister,
wrong.
as a pastor, I remember reading that in one of his biographies. He never, or it might have been a TV show I saw. He's never been in the room with a woman that he wasn't married to alone.
It's so
ever.
smart to do that.
What about a guy?
Well, he's not homosexual, so. And I, you know, I mean, and she's right. I mean, like, you can, as a man, if you were in a room listening to Amy Schumer, you could, if you weren't sexually liberal, you could feel sexually harassed by some of the things she may say. She's like the female Louis C.K., which I think she's a brilliant comedian, but there's a fine line. I don't know, man. I mean, I just hate that to me, it's like everybody's coming out all at once, and it's like it's a big coming out. Okay, yeah, hold on, let me think. Oh, yeah, so-and-so said I had a fat ass in 1973. I want to mention that. No, I mean, it depends on what you said and what you did.
Well, the question is, did you have a fat ass in 1973?
No, that was yeah.
That's not the point.
But you know what?
You
but
don't have
I've
a right
also
to,
thought
to
about
make a remark about it as a man.
Right.
As
I've
your
also thought
colleague.
about the fact that we have now started this narrative which is influencing the mindset of what's acceptable, and so now with all this stuff coming, you're enraging people. You're getting people upset about men of power, and I wonder if we're going to come right behind this with the Trump stuff again. Because I mean, maybe it's changing a narrative and creating a disgust that they're going to come. You know, as soon as you buy that wine, they're going to creep him from behind, and then they're going to come in with Trump. Because it seems like a great
people
platform.
talking about it already, and it should be discussed because what's good for the goose is good for the gander, and if you can't have two separate sets of rules, it has to apply for all.
Absolutely.
So you know,
and women, you know, men look at women and say, "Good God," and women look at men and say, "Girl, good God Almighty." I mean, I don't know at what point. And is the sexual harassment? I haven't heard a man say that a woman has sexually harassed him. Is that even a possible thing?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's possible.
But
It's possible.
I would probably enjoy that.
Me too.
Possible,
harass the hell out of me.
Yeah,
Please.
okay. Really?
Yeah, come on.
Well,
Stand
just
in
think about
line.
My ass if you
think
want
about
to.
think about the teachers sleeping with the students. The
Yeah,
women.
see that? That's some sick shit.
women
That
teachers.
pretty 26-year-old woman
Yeah,
sleeping with that
You know.
poor 17-year-old boy.
yeah.
You know.
And I've often said it shouldn't be a crime that she did it. It should be a crime that she didn't do it when I was in school.
See,
Oh
and this is
man,
why.
I feel you, Lee.
Yeah. No, that was not Lee, but I agree
Oh,
with
that's
him.
Apollo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But here's
Apollo,
the
you
thing
and Lee
about
sound
all
alike
of
a lot of ways.
yeah.
Guys, you don't have to say everything that's on your mind. That's what we've gotten away from in this society. You don't have to speak everything that's on your mind. People don't need to know everything. So if you think somebody's
But yeah, that
sexy,
boy, them
keep it to
kids,
yourself.
those boys were not
Lord,
hurt.
tell that to the female. Speaking everything that's
That
on your mind.
17-year-old boy
women
wasn't
do.
hurt. She didn't hold a gun to his head. He was tapping that ass and happy to do it. And now she's in jail because they were. She'd have waited 6 months, it wouldn't have been against the law.
True that.
Yeah.
Well, in some ways, that just proves to me that women have high sex drives just like men.
Oh, absolutely.
And they're not
Well,
in
well,
But
control.
women
do
don't
that.
hit their prime till about their early 30s, and boys hit it about 15. I had
Actually,
a neighbor,
40,
she was
Apollo.
36, and she wanted me to come over there and hit it every day. I'm like, I ain't hitting it every day. I just don't want to hit it every day. You need to go to high school and find you somebody that can adjust your back every day.
Yeah, well, let me just say this. I wouldn't be upset. But see, I've seen ladies make eyes and you know, be a little flirtatious in the business environment. And then when the guy responds based on the flirtatious female, he gets in trouble. So is that wrong?
Yeah, I'm going to have my attorney have some type of affidavit that we sign every time I bring someone in the bedroom, it sounds like.
Yeah, we have a double standard in regards to that.
Yeah.
It's okay for women, but it's not okay for a man.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Anna, you know what? But you got to
Okay,
also
for
realize
either
for 2,000 or however long mankind has been existing, Homo sapiens have existed. It isn't, but for the past 30 years that I think women have started to have a voice and some say-so in it. So I mean, you know, men have had this double standard forever. So I have to defend women from the fact that I think it's okay, and I'm happy that they're finally standing up and society is backing them. I've got to say that because before 1970, they wouldn't even come out or even have any kind of legal precedents to come out. So I'm okay if the shit really happened. And it was traumatic enough for you to have to talk about it. But I guess what concerns me is if Charlie Rose came to the door and his Peter fell out one day in the hotel, is that really worth bringing up 30 years later? Did it really traumatize you? Or I guess it's got to pass a smell test, an ethical smell test.
But it's
That's
not
where I'm
30
at.
years later. That's the thing about it. With
Well,
Charlie
however
Rose.
long it was, I don't know how long.
Yeah, but I mean, even if it was like last week, if it was 2 years ago, 5 years ago, I think the fact that he did it is problematic.
Well,
And I
longer than
think-
5 minutes ago, to me, or 24
a week or
hours.
two
Maybe
or
I'll
a
give you
month.
24 hours to go home and chew on it a little bit and come to some kind of decision as to what you're going to say or do if you've been sexually harassed. If you've been raped, you need to run directly to the hospital, the cops or whatever, immediately. Not 10 years later, not 5 days later, immediately. And I hope that that is what we see versus this delayed reaction and the gang banging of reporting of what happened in a situation.
So I want to ask you guys this, you men, if you were raped by another man, how many of you would be willing to go to the hospital and to fess up in
No, I
public
would go immediately.
to a police officer
Absolutely.
and to the
I would
hospital
go
administrator?
immediately.
Wait a minute, as a man who had been raped by a man, tell me the truth now.
Well,
Would you not be embarrassed?
Let
Would
me,
you feel
yeah,
emasculated?
of course. Let me go first on that one. I would be embarrassed, of course, because as a man, to have another man take the advantage of me, I would be feeling a little down on myself. But after it's all over, I'm going to tell them where the body is because it's going to be a
Right.
murder
That's
charge
right.
on me. So that's how that's going to work out. And then I'll probably go to the hospital and get checked out.
If I killed him, I ain't
Probably
going to the
go to the
hospital.
hospital?
If they
Well,
got
yeah, I
away
would.
with it, I'd go to the hospital.
Yeah.
I'm like Richard Pryor. It'd be in Jet Magazine. It'd be picture of the week. Will you please let go of the penis, Mr. Featherby, so we can sew it back on the body?
Yeah, so that's how that would go down. And I think a
But
woman
that's
should.
a different. It's hard for. I mean, the only place that really happens is in prison. You don't really
Yeah.
hear men getting raped outside of a prison
Unless you're a
environment by another
child,
man.
a male
Okay,
child.
Can
Right,
I just share
right.
this with you all? A lot of what is not talked about in terms of slavery in the U.S. is the fact that rape was used as a way to keep men and women in check. So men were raped, children were raped, women were raped, and these are enslaved Africans. So
Oh, absolutely. I agree
and
with
people
that.
use that in terms of it's a way to control people during war. It's a way to oppress people. So it's not one of those things that just happens in prison. And you have a lot of people who are in prison who are now out on the streets, and they're impacting communities across this country. But people don't want to talk about it. People don't want to think about it. Men in particular. So that's a thing that you all need to think about.
Now,
As
children, it's different because you hear about young boys who were maybe not raped but were molested or sexually assaulted at an early age, and it doesn't really show its ugly head until they're adults and they realize they have living problems and emotional problems as a result of that.
Right.
You know?
Right.
But you can really do a lot of damage. When you say sexually molested, I mean, rape does fall into that category. Sexually abused, or rape falls into
Well,
that
to
category.
me, if somebody
But
touches my penis as opposed to rams his cock in my ass, that's a big difference.
there is a difference. There are differences. But I will say this. Most of you guys, during the course of your life, think about the things that you've told your daughters. Take mace with you. Don't walk in the street by yourself. put your keys in between your knuckles
Yep.
as you walk home by yourself. Make sure you take your cell phone. Make sure you take some quarters. Make sure you have cab money to get home. These are things that you guys don't have to think about on a regular basis. These are things that women have to think about every single day. And if you go into the office and you're dealing with a toxic situation with some guy who is harassing you, who you don't feel safe with, think about that. Think about all these women who have suffered in silence. And
I
don't
agree
think
with
about,
that.
all the years that this has gone on and why didn't they come up sooner and why didn't they do this and do that and the other. I mean, just put yourself in the shoes of women and what we have to deal with every single day.
And
But
I
you guys
hope
don't
all
even think about it.
this wave of accusations, I hope somebody responsible starts a narrative that says, please, if you experience this, don't be. We need a narrative that says that. Come out immediately. Please, we need to not be ashamed of something that we had no control over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's there. It's called #MeToo.
It's called who?
#MeToo.
Hashtag me too.
Oh,
Me too.
hashtag
Yeah.
me too, yeah. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, why did these women wait so long, and how do we prevent that from happening again? How do we get around that?
It questions their credibility when they wait so long. That's what I agree.
Right,
100%.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, come
Well,
out
like you explained,
immediately.
it
Now,
feel like they
the
have voice
point that
before.
she has made, now she's done a very good job of presenting an opinion and a point and a perspective that has allowed me to change my mind. And I appreciate that from Laura because she offers us another way of looking at it. But
Exactly.
what I'm saying is society as a whole has not had Laura sit down and share this with them. So how do we get this same message to society as a whole and pound it into their head?
Mama, daddy, grandmama, and it starts in the
Yeah,
family
I know, but
unit
mama and
first.
daddy, grandmama has to talk to her first,
That's what I'm saying.
to Laura.
Here's the thing. You guys know when things are up with your children. You guys intuit that, right? You know
Oh, yeah,
when
absolutely.
behavior shifts. So in terms of use your daughters, your sisters, your mothers, your aunts, your cousins as test case. Watch behavior. Engage in conversation. Let them
That's
know
right.
that it's okay to talk about it. These women
Right.
in the workplace have so much more to lose. They're not with family. They're not with friends. They're in
Yeah.
an environment that controls their livelihood, their ability to move back and forth in society. So, I mean,
Very
think
vulnerable.
about it. Why would you
Yeah.
say something if it's going to impact your family, your livelihood, your ability to keep a roof over your head? Think about it in that regard.
Yeah. Yeah, and there was an instant. I don't know if you remember this. It was in New York where a lady was sexually harassed. Her attorney handled it on contingency, and she got like a $1 million settlement. However, it went through the court system for 3 or 4 years, and by the time she got her settlement, of course, the attorney took his $700,000 or whatever it was out before she got the settlement, but she was taxed on the full $1 million settlement. So what she received after winning her case was a bill from the IRS for $300,000. She never even got a penny.
Right. Well, the damn
So I
attorney.
think there should be.
the
I think there
attorney-
should. Well, the attorney got his out the gate
Yeah.
because you signed that
Yeah,
in the
take it off the
contingency
top.
agreement.
That's right.
And so, I mean, that was tragic, and that's another reason that women, if she's thinking, shit, I want to file a sexual harassment case, but hell, that lady did it, and she went in debt $300,000.
That's right. Well,
She didn't get anything. So we need to
unfortunately, she
revisit
wasn't-
taxing settlements for sexual harassment.
she wasn't watching the expenses coming from the attorney, and
Yeah, but I don't
that's
think
where
the
you.
government should tax something like that.
Right.
If someone
Right.
was raped or victimized, you shouldn't tax their settlement.
I
That's
agree.
the key right there.
So y'all need to vote these scumbags in Congress out and get that tax law changed. If you're a victim and you win a settlement, you shouldn't be taxed. All right, guys. Well, we ran a little bit over, so thank you for being here today. Tomorrow we'll do the show again right here on thepowerofvoices.com. YouTube, Facebook, all the normal places will be right here. Thank you again for being a part of the show. You are now officially one of the cast of characters. Spread the word. Hit the share button. Let all your friends know about the Lee Michaels Show with Carol and the cast of characters. God bless. We'll talk to you later.